All right,
Hey,
let's do
hi,
it.
hello, and welcome to the Ranking TV show theme songs. I know you're
Ooh.
definitely expecting the tournament, but this is the ranking because we didn't want to have to fight about this. And this is just like a happy medium to that.
It is. I am not in a fighting mood. I've been gone, and I don't think I should return and fight
Yeah.
Momo to the death over things that
No.
from my childhood. I don't think I need to do that.
No, this is just like a sing-along, dance-along version of the tournament. And we're gonna have a good time with this. We have a
Yeah.
list of, what did you say, 50 shows, Bobby?
It should be 50, but I might not know how to count. So that's real fun and exciting. But it should be around 50.
Yeah. And if you're watching this now and you have other stuff to do, or you're watching this on YouTube, oh, that's a good way to plug the YouTube channel. You can
Mhm.
watch full streams of us on YouTube. Basically, all of our recorded stuff are there. If you miss the live stream, and they get, oh my God, they get uploaded every Sunday night
Yes, they do. In full,
in
so you
full.
can watch it again and again and again and again.
Yes. But I guess we can like just go ahead and get started on it.
Let's do it. Okay. So, first up, we have I cannot see if it's up, so you'll just have to tell me.
Yeah.
But first up, we have should be Wizards of
Wizards of
Waverly
Waverly
Place.
Place, yes. I mean, the theme song, I actually forgot how it went. I
It's like,
completely forgot. I just blanked.
did you get nervous that we have to perform these songs?
I thought Wizards of Waverly Place, and then the only thing that started playing in my head was the Zoe 101 theme. And I was just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, that's wrong.
No,
That's wrong.
it's it's like where everything's gonna be a breeze because the
Yes,
end
that
comes down
one.
to define me. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
will I come in here and say that this is probably one of Selena Gomez's best vocal performances? I do stand 10 toes down in that. Um, we were talking about this before stream, and we kind of collectively agree that this song is like it's a good song. For it's not a great song. It's good. Nothing more, nothing less.
Well, it's what we got, honestly.
It's
Um,
all of what we have.
I would say that it's sure is a song. It's a song.
I this is hard because I am in the middle a little bit. I'm kind of like it sure is a song, but it's a little bit of a banger and not a bop. It's not a bop.
Mhm.
That's the main part of it.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to kind of like meet you at it sure is a song.
Okay. Like
I'm okay with that.
I personally I would skip, but like it sure is a song is okay. Yeah, we'll put it there.
It sure is a song. So, Wizards of Waverly Place is our first first ranking. We're starting off uh mid. That's where we're starting off.
We're starting off mid.
But that's okay
Not a bang.
because we've got some real bangers, I think.
Some real spicy ones.
So also everyone be proud of Bobby if all of these fit in this thing.
Yes.
So, next up we have this is one of my favorites.
Really? I'm excited. I don't see it yet, but I'm excited.
It should be up. Maybe.
Mhm. I don't see it yet. Oh, now it's the Animaniacs.
It is the Animaniacs.
How does it go? I genuinely
I
don't know it.
I feel like I'm good. I can't be the only one singing
Well, I'm
Momo.
sorry. I'm sorry. You haven't like put up ones I'm passionate about.
Well, we'll get to those. Those are coming. But it's me. It's like it's time for Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. Come sit down and relax. Something, something, something. It's like
Oh, fuck
that.
it up,
Like
Bobby. Fuck it up.
no, I'm not. I'm fucking it up. You're damn right. Fucking it up in one way or another. You're absolutely correct. But that's the theme song. I like the theme song because it
Mhm.
is I love a theme song that can perfectly encompass what the show is about within the
Okay,
theme
that's fair.
song. That's one of my favorite like, that's my favorite type of theme song,
Mhm.
and this is one of those, like, it definitely kind of explains the witty, sarcastic tone of the show, while also being, like, very zany and fun, which is also, like, a big component of the show, so that's how I feel. That's how I feel.
That's fair.
Thank you.
And we vibe with it.
Yes, we do.
Um, I I I say volume down, skip intro. I'm so sorry.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa,
I
whoa,
just
whoa,
I don't
whoa.
vibe with it. I think you did a great
Right.
rendition of it. I do. But it just wasn't my show.
Okay, so let me counter
Yeah.
this and also set the tone and set the
Mhm.
stage. I don't think that we should be I think we really need to, as best as we can, isolate the rest of the show from the theme song.
The thing
And if
is
you didn't like the
the
show
thing
to
it
begin
would be a
with,
lot easier for me to do that if I have ever heard the theme song, aside from your amazing rendition.
okay,
Like, I think
okay.
because of your
Um,
performance of the song, I'm gonna put it "It sure is a song" because
Here's
you
the
did
thing.
such a great job.
I thank you. I did my best vocally.
Yeah.
I am I'm only hearing a banger, not a bop, or they didn't go that hard. Because I know there's gonna be some of yours that I don't give a shit about.
Okay.
But I'm not going to disrespect them by saying they automatically should go to volume down, skip intro just
Like,
because they weren't my
I'm
thing.
saying I would put volume down, skip intro, but I would be willing to compromise and say "It sure is a song" because it sure is a
I'm
song.
not I'm not doing that. Nope. Because here's the thing. With the ranking,
Yeah.
there's a little bit more of I want this to be here and there so therefore it will be here.
I didn't know
And
that's how it
we
was
don't
gonna
have
go. I thought it was like
in my head.
if it's gonna be like they didn't need to go that hard, and I say like volume down, skip intro, like automatically goes to like either a banger's not a bop, a banger not a bop, or it sure is a song. But because I said it
I'll
sure is a
take a
song,
banger, not a bop.
and you say they didn't need to go that hard, then it gets to go on a banger not a bop, which is like the mid.
Okay. I will take that.
Yeah.
I well, it's not it's a little bit more than mid because I can't hear that it's mid. It's I care about this show and the song a lot, and you hurt my
A,
feelings,
a banger
but
not a
I
bop,
will hear.
okay? A banger not a bop.
Thank you. Jeez Louise, every time we do one of these, I end up fighting for my life and things that I
I'm
care
just saying,
about.
I feel like they didn't need to go that hard. It's something that we both have to agree on.
Weren't in the Christmas episode when we did this. There were some that you were like, I thought it was whatever the tier down from the top tier was. And
There
I
were
was like, this
also
is my
more
favorite. And you were
tiers
like,
for that one,
okay,
though.
there's two more tiers or one more tier.
Yeah, so there was, like, a little bit more variation, which is it's like, oh, it's not up here, but it's, like, not down here, so it's, like, a little bit higher up, but here it's just, like, not as much variation. But you can put it at a banger, not a bop.
This is not off to a good start for me. I can already smell it. I can smell that I will have to fight to the death for
I mean, I'm
pieces of my
fighting for the ones that
childhood.
I know you haven't seen.
And I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, they should automatically go in the trash."
I'm
I'm
just saying
gonna
I
hear
would
you
put it
out.
there, but if you put it higher, then you put it higher.
Okay. Well, thank you for being so gracious enough to allow it to go into a banger, not a bop.
You're welcome.
Moving on. Oh gosh. Okay. Moving on. We have
All
should
of that.
be up, I think. All that. And I'm talking about the original run. I'm not talking about the new run.
There's a new run?
Yeah, well, I think it got canceled, but there was, like, a new
Are there?
there was, like, a new generation of all that, but I do think that it got canceled, so but I know that it had to have been good because it came from Nickelodeon, who I would love to work with one day,
Me too.
so
Nickelodeon, if you're watching this, you can hire both of us to work on a show.
please allow me to host the Nick Animation Podcast if you bring it back. I beg, please, please. That's my dream, please.
You heard it here
Um,
first, folks. Get in the comments. Get in the comments and beg Nickelodeon to give Bobby and Momo a job.
please and thank you.
Yeah.
Um,
All that.
from the fact that you were singing it, I feel like it's not in bad territory, but okay, so you're laughing. So that means that I'm wrong.
I'm laughing because like all that, I'm under the assumption that all that is really just Saturday Night Live for children.
Which it is.
It wasn't my go-to show. It was a show that if it was on, I would just simply watch something else.
Fair.
I think it is a banger, not a bop.
I will take that. I will take that.
Because it certainly is catchy, but like that's really all it has going for it. Also,
You know
we
what?
forgot to say, but we regrettably forgot slash didn't include any PBS kids shows. So that means like no Come On and Zoom, no Maya and Miguel, unfortunately, no Dragon Tales, but
There
they will be in part 2.
Yeah, we have to do a part. It
Yeah.
was too many, like, so many great ones got cut, so this is just
Yeah.
the first half of it.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna move that to a banger, not a bop.
Oh,
Also, if you didn't know, which
oh.
maybe you did, maybe you didn't, All That, the theme song was sung by TLC, and they were the show's first ever, like, musical guest.
I'm sorry, no, no girl, no word girl, but I think I aged out of that. I never saw it. Did you see it?
Me? Word girl? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, yeah, I liked Word Girl.
I think I
It's cute.
aged out
Cute
of
little
it.
show.
I don't think I saw it.
I was like maybe like a couple years, like maybe like a year or two. If I was a year older, then it would have been like
Yeah.
out of my element. But no, yeah. I didn't know if you could hear me because I was saying TLC sang the theme song for All That.
Oh yeah, I just like it kind of like went over my head. And I was just like, "Oh yeah, that's why it sounded familiar."
That's fair. That's fair. Just good to know that I
Yeah,
don't have a
I
voice on
think
the
like
show.
internally I
Moving on.
responded to that, but then like externally I didn't say anything.
That's fair. Moving on. Moving
It's
on.
Greg, the Greek, he's gonna save the day. Oh my god, this one is a banger. No, not a banger. This is they didn't need to go that hard. They didn't need to go that hard because first of all, a little bit of a history lesson. This is Black History Month. The opening theme of Craig of the Creek is ska music, but ska, even though it is associated with like, I want to say like white Britishness, actually originated from Jamaica, and it's called ska.
Mhm.
So, that's a little bit of history for you. It is a very black show despite being created by two white men.
Great bite. But the way that I see it with that is that they have to have, like, black writers because that show is way too blackety black to be written by solely white people. So that's how I think they make up for it.
Yeah, it's Craig. Who's gonna help with the
You know,
drums and your friends are always by your side.
I
Mhm.
I do love Craig the Creek as a show because so many of these songs that we're gonna show have a lot of nostalgic
Mhm.
tie to me. They kind of supersede it. So for me,
Mhm.
I'm putting it in a banger, not a bop.
I'm sad about
Um,
that because even the closing song goes, "When it's time to go to bed," you know. Also, we have to sing all the theme songs because we can't get the rights to the music. You know, you don't have to
copyright.
be alone because I'll see you tomorrow at the creek. Oh, it's so good, but okay, a banger. It is a bop, a banger and a bop in my heart.
If there was a second one, it would absolutely be like
Yeah,
in that
that's
category
why I
for
think we
me.
need, like, another one that's, like, in the middle of the top 2 good ones, so it's just, like, maybe it's not S tier, but it is an A plus tier.
Well, listen, sometimes when it comes to graphic design, it's hard to fit these small ass things in there. So I'm sorry. We only have 4 categories.
It is an A plus, but unfortunately, it can't be an S, but it is an A plus.
I think if if we were considering show with song, it would be They Didn't
S
Go That Hard. It's a phenomenal show if you have not seen it. It is an
If you have
amazing
not seen it,
show.
that is your homework.
Go watch Craig at the Creek.
Yes. Also,
A
Craig,
blackety black
you wanna
show
hire
with some
Bobby and
fantasy
I?
as
We are a package
yeah,
deal. We are a team of writers despite never having written anything together.
exactly.
We are a team. So please hire both of us, or at least give us interviews.
And I'm from Atlanta, so I'm already there with when it comes to Cartoon Network, and Momo can come with me. She
Yeah,
can come
and
stay with
I'll
me.
just be like 15 hours I drive all the way to Atlanta.
I would say you could come stay with me, Momo. I wouldn't make you commute 15 hours. Oh my god. Okay. Craig of the Creek goes to A Banger Not a Bop, but
It's an
with the
A
show,
plus. It's an A
it is
plus.
a it is absolutely A plus. It's if I was a child right now, I know that it would probably be like S tier for me for sure.
A child. I'm an
But
adult and I watch Craig of the Creek regularly because it's the show I wanted as a kid, but obviously didn't exist when I was a kid. So I'm just like feeding my inner child by watching it now. I burst into tears when I saw like I think the character's name is like Star Sparkle Girl. I cried so hard seeing her.
I'm glad that this is where we always have these really cathartic moments
Yeah,
with you. Like you really just you let it out, and
me
I
too.
do love that for you.
Very
I love that
emotional,
journey for you,
obviously.
bestie. Very emotional. All right, next up we have
Pepper Ann, Pepper Ann, it's a Cooper second. That was
Super
her
Seven.
seventh grade. Pepper Ann, she's like one in a million. Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. There we go. Something, something, something.
Mhm.
Catch her if you can, Pepper Ann. She's her own biggest fan, Pepper Ann. I say S tier. Yes, Sparkle Cadet. Thank you. S tier for Pepper Ann. They didn't need to work
I
hard. That was so good.
espe I have to agree with you. Pepper Ann
Did
is
not need
a
to.
show often forgotten about,
Yes.
and
Um,
but the theme song
that fucking goes
stands the test of time.
hard. Also, if you did not know, it was the first Disney Channel show written by a woman or created by a woman.
Pepper Ann, Pepper Ann.
Pepper
She
Ann,
is
she's like one
indeed.
in a million. Pepper Ann, marching in her own parade. Oh, biggest fan, Pepper Ann.
All of these like Disney Channel, like I would consider like Toon Disney, but I'm sure that they were on Disney Channel at some point.
Yeah,
Shows
Disney, but absolutely S tier.
they invested a lot in the musical budget for the theme song, and that
That's my bad. We're back. We're back.
oh,
So sorry. I clicked
what
the button.
happened? Did we? Oh my god!
I clicked the button. I'm so sorry.
Oh
We're not
my
in
goodness.
intermission. I am just a moron.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Pepper Ann is our first S tier
Yeah.
show for They Didn't Need to Go That Hard, and that's so
I
true.
mean,
And now
hopefully
we're moving
we
on.
show clips of the music when we post it to social media. I feel like we'll be fine.
We can. We'll be fine. Yeah. Next up, we have our first live action show.
I've never seen True Blood. I have no idea how it goes.
So the theme song for True Blood is a song called Bad Things by Jace Everett.
Mhm.
And that is one of the sexiest songs that I've ever heard in my life.
Mhm.
It's like the main chorus of it's like, I don't know who you think you are, but before the night is through, I want to do bad things with you. And it's like it's not that fast, obviously. I'm singing it fast because I'm scared to sing on stream.
Oh, no.
But
Everyone knows if you're watching this, we can't afford the actual
you
music,
can
the DMCA strike. So we are singing to the best of our ability. And by best of our ability, we have to be off beat and off tune so they still don't DMCA strike us.
It is they're ruthless out here, and, we're not Pokimane. We don't have the resources to get our shit back. If they take it, it's theirs. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So, it's curtains. But I True Blood is a show that I love to hate, hate to love, only because the main character, Sookie, is the most annoying bitch I've ever seen on television. But the theme song of the show, once again, is a song that like perfectly captures the world. It takes place, if you don't know, and I'm saying this to Momo, but also to the audience. True Blood takes place in the city of Bonton, Louisiana. And so the song has very like southern country twang to it. Highly recommend. It's a song that is on my playlist devoid of the show. It's that
Oh,
good of a
really?
song to me.
Oh, you're a big fan.
So I unfortunately am a big fan of this show, even though the main character drives me nuts. Against my better judgment, I am a huge fan of the show and the song. So for me, this is an S tier song, but because you have not heard it, I'm sure it is volume down, skip intro, so
Absolutely.
it will end up in
Especially because it's like it's very vampire. It's volume down, skip
and
intro for me.
she hates vampires.
I do hate vampires.
Sometimes I wonder, how are we compatible on this show when so many of the things that I love, Momo
It's
hates
not
and
so
hates with
many.
such
It's
vigor.
like literally just Animaniacs plus vampires, and it's just those two. I don't even
Mm,
hate Animaniacs, just have no interest in it. But I genuinely do despise vampires, and I
you
don't
guys see
know
what
Winona.
I go through.
I don't even know how to say it. Earp, Winona Earp is in part one, but
Winona Earp?
it might be in part two. It might be.
Winona Earp. Oh, someone from chat.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've never seen that show has been recommended to me. I have not seen it, so I have not heard the
Oh,
theme
because
song, but we could put it in
we
part 2.
all know Bobby doesn't watch shows people recommend to her.
Bobby also does not respond, or I do respond. I don't send TikToks either, and yet Momo still insists on doing that
I
to me
do.
too. So
I do. I just
I
hope
am
that
very
one day I will receive a TikTok. I know I'm not going to,
it.
but
So
maybe for my
I'm
birthday,
glad that you know that.
my birthday present will be Bobby
I
will send me a TikTok.
if that's what you want for your birthday, I will happily give you that. That is so much easier than like money or another gift.
I mean, like, I would like you to send me a TikTok and also some of "Hi, I'm Bobby" merch available. Hi, I'm Bobby. After afternoon special merch coming to us spring 2022.
Momo is a one woman ad agency for this
I am.
merch.
Let me see if I
Oh
got
my
the
gosh.
keys right. Did I? Oh
Oh
no,
my
it didn't do it. I think I have to do it first. Is it
I
Bobby?
think yes, the
Oh
exclamation
no, it
point,
still
then
didn't. I did. I am Bobby podcast. Shameless plug.
coming spring
Coming spring
2022.
2022.
Oh my gosh. Okay, back on back on the topic at hand. Um are we putting it in a banger, not a bop, or it sure is a
It
song?
sure is a song.
All right, I'll take that. Even though I do highly recommend you listen to Bad Things by Jace Everett. It is an amazing song that goes with this so show that somehow has a stranglehold on my life
So
still.
show.
It is a so show, but the thing is, I watched it in middle school and it's had a chokehold on
You
me
know
ever
what? When we
since.
were watching True Blood, I was like knee deep in Ghost Whisperer.
Yeah, we were in the fantasy world, but just in different neighborhoods.
Like I was in like Ghost Whisperer, Charmed, and you were in
Mhm.
True Blood Vampire Diaries.
Yes, originals. Yeah, that's kinda where I was. I stayed with the Nips.
Oh,
Next
now
up,
you see,
you see
somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful.
oh,
Do, do,
ding, ding,
live life
live
right
life
there.
right
I
there.
somehow
Now
get
somehow we're
there.
gonna get there and feel so wonderful.
Wonderful. It's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel. So
So
wake up the members
come
of our nation. It's
nation.
your time to
It's your time to be. It's
this
your chance
chance
to
of
take
take one. Something to see the brighter
the
side
brighter
of
side of
every
every
situation.
situation.
Some
Some things are meant
meant
to
to be
be,
so
so give
give
me
me
your
a
best and
best
leave the
and
rest to me.
leave it all to me. Ah, okay. I think we all know.
It's they didn't need to go that hard.
Hard.
Miranda Cosgrove delivering those beautiful vocals, girly. You go.
Honestly, I feel like she could put out an album and I would honestly want to listen to it.
Miranda Cosgrove definitely gives me like Bridget Mendler vibes.
I agree.
Like I know she's delivering a good vocal every once in a while. But I also know that she could like take all this acting shit and let it be for the birds when she wants to. She's like, I do iCarly and that's it. I don't do anything else. And I appreciate that about her. I really do. Okay, another Nickelodeon banger. We're kind of hitting all the preteen Nickelodeon content all in a row. I didn't mean to do that, but
I'm ready. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I know you see me standing here. I don't actually know the next lyric because it just sounds like
do
it
I
looks good on
look
scare.
my dear?
What is the line?
I thought it was, "Do I look good, my dear? Do I look
Oh, that
good
makes so much
today?"
more sense.
What did you think it was?
Am I looking good, Montier? I'm just like, who the fuck is Montier?
Who's Montier?
I don't
Why
know.
would
I was very confused.
Country Bumpkin ask Jamie Lynn Spears say, "Do I look good, Montier?"
Do I look good today? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know the rest of the song.
I'm just another kind of girl, and you wanna see my world. So
So,
that's it. I
okay.
don't remember the
If you
rest.
wanna play, come and play today. Let's get away. As
Yeah.
I will make you something something feel all of
See,
see.
see all the things that you can be. Believe in yourself or follow me. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Um, I think this might be a banger, not a bop, or it sure is a song because I don't think they went hard at all. Or do we just hate Jamie Lynn's
No, they didn't.
skip it intro?
I think what's funny about this song, because I saw a tweet the other day in
Mhm.
the midst of everything going on with Jamie Lynn Spears fighting for her life against her sister. This person had the audacity to write in her memoir, um,
And
which Celebrity Memoir Book Club has a really good episode. I was also on that podcast, so but they're great. They were talking about how Jamie Lynn Spears wrote in her book saying, that her and Britney Spears have the same, like, vocal ability. Like, she, like, was
that
just
is
as good
a
of a singer
lie.
as her
That is a
sister,
bold-faced lie,
and
Lynn.
she was trying to insinuate that her mom was saying that, like, she was always the better singer or, like, she was just as good as Britney and, like, she coulda
That's
had a
a
career
lie.
like Britney. I was like, "Jamie Lynn,
Jamie Lynn Spears. All right, volume down, skip
Jamie"
intro.
because she had to go and mess that up for herself. Jamie Lynn, baby, that voice has never been what you thought it is, okay? You sang good enough for a Nickelodeon show. You are
Thank
getting
good
real
enough.
confident, so that's why she's going straight to volume down, skip intro. Even though the Zoe 101 theme is good, but Jamie Lynn ruined it. Like just like she ruined Zoe 101 when she decided to get pregnant at 16 or whatever it was. So I never let that go.
My
I never
dad
let that
wouldn't
go.
let
When
me
she
watch
got
Zoey
pregnant,
101 because he's just like, you're gonna want to get pregnant at 16. And I'm just like, I don't think this is a contagious disease. I do think this is a good show though.
My mom also did the same thing. She was like, "You're not watching Zoe 101 anymore," and I was like, "Okay, great." Next up, to get away from Jamie Lynn Spears, also, we are team Britney Spears in this household.
Mhm.
Anyways, next up we have, I think this might be the last of our Nickelodeon
Really?
Dan
I like
it
literally
might
forgot
it might
how
not.
this starts. Fuck.
Uh, I never
I thought
gotta
it'd be
be
so
so
simple,
simple,
but
but
I found a way. I found a
I
way.
found
Ah,
if you open up your mind.
see what's inside. It's gonna take some time to realize.
To
Realize, Drake
realize.
Bell. Realize,
Yeah.
not realign. That over your shoulder, you'll know that I'll always be picking you up when you're down. So just turn around because you realize that they're always going to be there for you. What are they realigning? Your tires? No, they are realizing you are besties. So because this, honestly, the song, like separating the art from the artist, they didn't need to go that hard, but you can't separate the song from the artist in this situation. So volume down, skip intro.
Yep. Only because also Drake and Josh as a show is completely tarnished because Drake Bell wanted to go and be a fucking predator. So for that reason, you're sitting next to Jamie Lynn. Have fun.
I never thought that it'd be so simple, but
Okay, so next up we
like he
have
straight up gaslit us into trying to believe that realign made more sense than realize. Just say you didn't think of a better rhyme, and you're embarrassed.
that's why he's in jail right now.
Exactly.
Well,
Well,
more
he's
than
in
that,
jail for being
but
a pedophile, but like he should also be in jail for gaslighting an entire
for
group of individuals.
exactly. Mainly tween to teenage girls.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
I
Next
also have
up.
no idea how this even goes. I've never seen this show.
Oh Lord have mercy. Okay. Uh I don't know how to explain Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It is like Sesame Street tier for
I've
me,
heard
but
of it, but I don't know how it goes.
it's like it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day to be neighbors. Won't you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day. It's just basically that. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. That's the whole
Okay.
thing. It's a very like light song. Like Mr. Rogers
Mm,
would sing this song as he's coming into his house and he's like changing into his cardigan. He's taking off his shoes. He's getting comfortable. And it's like you getting you as the audience like comfortable in that.
it sure is a song. It sure is a song. I don't think
Every
I
day.
think we can agree that he didn't go hard.
No, he did obviously he didn't go hard, but like it's such a beautiful song. Um I just if you have the
Mhm,
time or inkling to want to listen to it,
mhm,
uh, definitely go listen to It's a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. It's a very, like, tranquil, peaceful,
mhm,
calm song. But I will put it sure is a song and that is a very, like,
mhm.
comforting song. It's not a banger or a bop, and it didn't go hard, but it's a beautiful song. But
I
also,
believe you.
please go listen to it. Stream Mister Rogers. Um, uh, so let me get that going. Next up is a show that I do remember loving, but I don't know if I remember the theme song to it.
I'm just hoping it's not
So,
Time Warp Trio because I also love the show. I don't remember exactly how it went. The theme song.
oh, I remember that one.
I
It's,
know
it's
it's
time will you.
yeah. There they
Uh,
go. But it's not that show, I'm pretty sure.
well, Time More Trivial is not on this list, but it's
Oh
another
my god.
Discovery Kids
I
show.
got this one. A girl named Darcy loved to have fun. She was something something and shopping all the time, hanging out on the scene, mom on the big screen. Then one day she moved away, something town 12 hours away. Cows are mooing and many roosters crowing. It's not the same. It's not like fame. She said she'd rotten glamour and fame. She used to love to go out and go dancing, go to parties and make important plans. And now she's gotta go clean out the stables. Darcy's wildlife is about to turn the tables. And then the show starts. I think it's like rapped by Fran, who I the only other song I know she did was It's a Small World After All on like one of the Disney CDs they used to put out, Radio Disney CDs.
Like Disney Mania or
Yeah,
whatever it was.
Disney Mania CD they put out in like 2006. And those are the only two songs I think she did.
You know, good for her. Full career. Full career.
It also
I
not
am
Fran. I could have just been like, this might be another white woman rapping.
I am in It Sure Is a Song. Because I remember the show more than I remember the theme song.
I mean, I thought it was a bop, but
But it's not a bop.
sure is a
It's either a banger or nothing. It's not a bop.
I'm trying to see who sang it.
Is that gonna help?
No, I want to be right that it was Fran. I don't know. It doesn't even matter. It was Fan. It was Fan. But her name is Fan, not
Fan?
Fan.
Fan is her name?
Yeah.
Interesting. Good SEO on that. Fan. Was it spelled interesting? Like, or was
It's Fan and then 3 at the end. And she was on It's a Small World After All, Disney Mania 3.
so her name is Fan 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Disney Mania 3 came out, and I don't actually know when.
Probably like 2005. 2005.
Yes. And I did own it on CD.
I would hope so, because you knew that this woman like sang this song on this kind of obscure albums. I would hope that you owned it.
They tried to do Fresh Prince. I mean, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like instead of her getting into a fight, her mom just decided she wanted to live in the countryside, and she was forced to live there too.
With cows.
Yep. And then Sarah Paxton went on to be Aquamarine, and then replace what's her face as Marnie, Kimberly
J. Brown. And well, we already talked about that, but I think she did fine as Marnie. But I get that it was a hard turn. So, but that's not what we're here for.
That's not what you're here.
That's not what we're talking about. Like I said, I
will settle with It Sure Is a Song. I thought it was fun, but it sure is a song.
It's the hard part about these Discovery Kids shows.
It's very hard to compete
a lot with other ones. Yeah. That and like I think they were like, let's put our resources to making the shows good, and then the theme song will be secondary after that.
I mean, we had some good theme songs. Like Time Warp Trio was a good theme song.
That was, you said you couldn't remember it.
Kenny the Shark was good, but like they definitely put the money into making this educational and fun.
Yeah, they were like, we gotta balance that out. All right, this one is there's a couple of like classic TV picks in here.
I feel like this is like for your heart specifically. Also, do you think Ted Danson is hot?
I have seen the man in person, so he's very tall. I wouldn't think it's not giving attractive to me, but I think he's handsome, but I'm not attracted to him. That makes sense.
I don't know how the Cheers. No. I don't know how the Cheers theme song goes. I've seen it.
It is one of the most iconic TV show songs. I've never seen an episode of Cheers. I think you've heard it. if you're as a connoisseur of TV. Now, if you're not a connoisseur of like TV history, then maybe not. But it's the sometimes you wanna go where
Oh, yeah, I
everybody
know,
knows
I know.
your name. Doom, 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 doom. That's Cheers.
Okay. I've heard the theme song. I've not seen an episode though.
I also have not. I'm a Frasier gal, so but I have not seen Cheers. But I just like the theme song. I think it's neat.
Okay. I think it's maybe a banger, not a bop.
Okay. I'm not fighting for it for they didn't need to go. It's
I
just
don't
a
think
good song by itself.
I think the
No.
Golden Girls theme went hard. Actually, no, I don't know if the theme song went hard or just like the gospel rendition that goes around TikTok every few months is just what makes it
Yeah.
go hard.
Or the rendition that has gone around every social media platform
Yeah,
every year since like 2012.
yeah.
Yeah.
That made the song go hard. But I think
It
Cheers is like a
absolutely
banger, not a bop.
it's a very very good TV show theme song that has almost kind of superseded the show
Mm.
as a whole, if you were asking me. All right, this one is gonna hurt me so bad if we're not on the same page with this.
Oh, did you
It
refresh
really
it? I
is.
haven't seen Cheers move.
No, I'm about to refresh it.
Oh,
I
okay.
do a lead up and then I do come on, Momo.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Oh, is this what's new Scoo Oh, I know what's new Scooby Doo. What's new Scooby Doo? We're coming after you. We're gonna solve
You
that
also
mystery.
know the original Scooby-Doo's theme song, Momo.
Yeah, but I do think the What's New Scooby Doo one went hard. I don't think that we Where Are You Scooby Doo? Wait, how does it go again? Where Scooby Doo? Scooby Doo
Scooby
Doo.
Dooby Doo,
Are
where are you? We got some work to do now. I think it's like a banger, not a bop. I like What's New Scooby Doo a lot more,
I
and it's
agree.
also on this list.
I agree. I think this is a banger, not a
Yeah,
pop. But What's New Scooby Doo is they didn't need to go that hard.
absolutely, absolutely. Simple plan, put all of their Caucasian toe fingers
Toe fingers?
into that song. Uh, toes and fingers.
Oh,
Toes and
I was like,
fingers.
toe fingers? That's disgusting.
No, toes and fingers.
Scooby
Okay.
Doo.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? I always forget about that one because there's 9,000 iterations of Scooby-Doo,
Exactly.
but
Scooby snacks.
it's a classic.
Da da da. Da 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 da. Scooby.
Wait, no, we're not.
Oh,
Wait, now we're singing Scooby-Doo, where are you?
yeah. I mean, like that's
Were we?
that's the one that I can see, so I'm seeing that one. But What's New Scooby Doo went
Okay,
fucking hard.
sure did. Banger-ranger. All right, next up we have
No girl.
Malcolm in the Middle. I think you do. I think you do. Yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can you
Oh
repeat
yeah.
the
I know it
you're not the
apart
boss
from Malcolm
now?
in the Middle. I think I've heard it on
You know this
TikTok.
you've heard the song. It's not that famous of a song beyond Malcolm in the Middle.
I know it from TikTok. It was like a TikTok
Where they talk about
a minute. It's like, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. Can
can
you
you repeat?
repeat
Yeah,
the question?
yeah.
It was
You're
like
not
a
the boss
meme.
of me now. I remember that. But yeah, that's just the beginning part of Malcolm in the Middle. And it was parodied by WandaVision.
I think
I like this one.
sorry, go
What?
ahead.
No, no, no. I was just gonna say I like this one. Go ahead. What were
I
you
would
gonna say?
say, like, this is a banger, not a bop, because, like,
I,
it is good, it is good. I think I would like it as a song by itself too, but I just, like, don't think I can say that they didn't need to go that hard. Is that fair?
I agree. No, that's absolutely fair. I absolutely agree. It's like a perfectly midline song for the show. It didn't do more, didn't do less.
Mm-mm.
Just fine. But it's a good song.
Yeah.
Also, as I'm queuing up the next one, I
Yeah.
saw this interview that Frankie Muniz did. with I forgot who it was.
As
Um,
a kid or as an adult?
no, as an adult,
Mhm.
and he's like, "I don't know why everyone thinks that I, like, have, like, memory loss. Like, everyone thinks that I, like, have this, like, traumatic memory loss, and I don't. It's just I've done a lot of shit in my life, and so obviously I'm gonna lose track of certain things, but everyone thinks that I have this, like, severe, like, memory loss issue, and I don't really have it.
Because Pete,
I
that's what I've heard. I've heard so many times that, like, yeah, he was so traumatized that he doesn't even remember being on this show.
No, and he was like, I of course remember being on the show, but he kind of like flexed with like the year. So basically, he was saying because he was on Dancing with the Stars and they had to do like memorable years in their life or whatever.
Yeah.
And he chose 2001 because that was the year that he got nominated for an Emmy for Malcolm in the Middle.
Mhm.
And in that, he was saying that a lot of that time he couldn't remember, but we also have to remember he was in his like he was a teenager during that time. So he's
Yeah.
not gonna remember every single thing that he did. So basically he was saying that it kind of got misconstrued that he had memory loss issues when it was just like no, I was fucking 15. I was doing a lot of shit at the
Like, Malcolm in the
time.
Middle, he was doing Agent Cody Banks, which I think I have both of them on DVD still.
He was doing Big Fat
Big
Liar.
Fat Liar.
Like the man was booked. Like he was super busy.
He was like the male
But
equivalent of,
no,
like,
every
Lindsay Lohan or, Amanda Bynes.
absolutely. Like, that's exactly what it was, and so that's that's basically what it boiled down to. It's just like, I was just doing a lot of shit.
I was just
I
busy,
had my memory.
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, that was just so funny. Next up, a certified bop and banger. We all
Oh
know
my
what it is.
god. Oh
We all
shit, this is
know
my
what it
song.
is.
Class of 3006. La 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 la. Ah, so fucking good. Hey Sonny,
I
can you take
mean,
it to the bridge? Hey, 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 Sonny, can you take it to the bridge? And what is I don't even
mm,
remember her
mm,
name. Is her name like Lindsay? Like the
I
little
have no
blonde
idea.
girl?
I
Or Catherine or something?
S
Yeah.
Sunshine, whatever the fuck her name
Like
is.
then she's like, "Flying the bridge is falling down, falling down." As it's reality TV when real life becomes a sitcom. If you ain't got no rhythm, we gon' show you where to get some. Yeah,
Mm, 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 mm,
it's
mm, mm,
good.
mm. So
It's
based off of Momo's beautiful rendition
thank
of
you.
the Class of 3000 theme,
They
we
didn't need
know
to go that hard.
that it has to go in. They didn't need to go that hard. It would literally not go anywhere
Yeah.
else only because this if you didn't know, this was Andre 3000 of Outkast. This was his show. So if they
All right,
didn't
all
go
right,
hard on
all
the
right, all
music,
right, all
that would be a problem. So it's a phenomenal show, phenomenal song. Gone too
Such a
soon.
good song.
We
Like,
miss you,
this would
class of
be
3000.
off the scale, like, it is that good.
Yeah.
If you have
Like if
not
they were
heard the theme song, put it on right
go
now.
look it up.
We would put it
Go
on
look it up.
if we wouldn't just, like, immediately get, like, a DMCA strike.
Yes, we would. And I respect Andre 3000 too much. I don't wanna infringe King, so we're just gonna redirect people. But it's a phenomenal
Find
song and
someone else that
Outkast.
broke the copyright code and put it on YouTube. But also don't
Yeah,
tell anyone because we don't want it to get taken down.
exactly. So just keep it hush hush hush. Right. Next up, we're going from I don't know where this is gonna land, honestly. I have no idea where this is gonna land. I know all the words to it, but I don't know if I have any super emotional
I
attachment.
don't know what Oh, honestly, it's either It Sure Is a Song or Volume Down Skip Intro because it is an iconic theme song, but I don't have any emotional connection to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it at It Sure Is a Song.
Yeah.
Um,
Timmy is an average kid that no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands. Uh, something.
in his room, substance instantly.
Because in reality, they are his
Parents, fairly odd parents.
wands and wings,
One
like crowny things.
floated tiny things. Odd parents, fairly odd parents. Da 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 dee, da 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 da.
Hop juice, Robin Goose, juice, uh,
Guava juice.
um, something,
You
uh,
got it.
chocolate
You
shake.
got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it something large fries chocolate shake? Is that how it goes? I don't remember.
You, your guess is as good as mine, bestie.
Don't remember.
That's the most that we could give that song, I
Yeah,
think,
it sure is a
because
song. They did put a
it sure
lot
is
of
a song.
work into getting it though. Like it, you know how much exposition is in that? They did a
So
better
much.
job of exposition than even like Avatar: The Last Airbender, because that tells you the whole
And they
plot of the show. And they put this to song. They put it to music.
they put lyrics where
Yeah.
Avatar, that's slam poetry basically
Yeah,
what he was doing.
exactly.
That's not a song.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay.
Iconic.
Very iconic. Very iconic song.
How does it
I
go again? I don't remember how it
Now
starts.
this is the story all about how
Yeah,
my
thank you.
life got
Turn
turned
flipped
upside
upside down.
down.
I
I'd
like
like to
to
take a minute, just sit right there,
tell you
tell you
how
how
it
we came together with a
goes.
song called Blair. We all know it. We all love it.
In West Philadelphia, boy, figure out his first bed and most of my days.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that you really revved up for that in West. Like you
Yeah,
really
that's
got
the
it
part I
going.
remember, but I'm just like, shit, how did it start again?
I think to a certain extent, some like the theme song of Fresh Prince to some people, I'm sure, is more iconic than the show itself.
I can see that. I can see that.
Mm. So are we putting it in? They didn't need to go that hard
Like the thing is, because they did need to go that hard. They did need to.
to meet the level of where the show was
Yes.
at.
They needed to go that
That's
hard,
true.
especially because they were putting like Will Smith at the front of it. They needed to go that hard. So
It
they,
had to be that good.
yeah. So I would put it up there, but like with the asterisk, they did need to go that hard.
It's like, it was required that it needed to be this good, or else
Calendar
it would
Prancer, I
not work.
have not seen the extended version.
Yeah. I feel like I've maybe heard it, but, like, it does strike me as a song that, like, because Will was, like,
Mhm.
you know,
A rapper.
Fresh Prince or whatever, like, I don't doubt that he, like, made an extended cut of the song. I wish I could put an asterisk on this,
Yeah,
but
that's not
they
important.
didn't need to. Yeah, it's not important, we know it. They didn't need to go that hard. Okay, I forgot which one's next. Oh, again, one of my favorites, but I don't know where we're gonna end up with this because it's a song with no words.
Oh,
It has 2 words at the beginning.
is this The Simpsons? And that's it?
Mhm, and then after that, it's just instrumental. Yeah.
The only
That's The
reason I have an
Simpsons.
appreciation for the theme song is because it was on Fairly Odd Parents Channel Chasers. They did a spoof of it. I don't know how that whole special was legal now that I think about it, because they just did like spoofs of every single major pop culture thing ever.
That is true. I think I remember watching it, they didn't do the actual, like, jingle, but I think they were like, "Let's do it, like, one
Almost
note
like,
off so that it sounds like it."
yeah, it sounded almost exactly the same. Because I've
Mhm.
never seen The
But
Simpsons, but I feel like if I just sang the Channel Chasers version, it would sound like I was singing The Simpsons theme.
it would be pretty close, yeah. It's not, like, simple in construction, but it's, like, a very common, like, theme song.
Yeah.
Created by Danny Elfman, who is a prolific composer. But, yeah, The Simpsons, like I've said on many streams, is one of my favorite shows, and so, therefore, I really like the theme song. I don't think it goes hard by any means, because it's not like a song I listen to by
Mhm.
itself, and also the show has much better songs within it, but I'm willing to go mid-tier with it, either a banger, not a bop, or it sure is a song.
It sure is a song.
Okay. Hurting my feelings.
I just don't think it doesn't even have lyrics to back it up.
Momo, okay, no, I knew this was gonna come up. We need to s we okay. Is your only criteria for a good theme song that it has like lyrics to it?
No, my criteria is that I wanna sing along to it.
Okay, but then that's a so
Like,
you
Doug
just said
doesn't have
no, but
lyrics.
you
Doug
really
doesn't have lyrics, but I like do 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 do
okay,
do do do. But I just don't I wouldn't sing along to this one. I would sing along to Doug
okay.
though.
Well, yeah. Okay, so I understand that. I just didn't want it to be like, I don't like theme songs that don't have words,
No. Like
and I don't
I
think
really like
that
the Doug theme song and it doesn't have words. I just think it's a fun do 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 do. I think that's
that's
fun.
also one that's not in this list, but should
It'll be
be.
in
I
part
can't
2.
forget it. I can't believe I forgot that. There's a lot of them that are not in this list,
Yeah.
but
There are just so many. And then they just
there's
stop
too
them.
many. Too many. Yeah, because music is a good way that like that's what gets people to start watching a show. It's the theme song. All right, Hey Arnold. I know Momo's gonna say I don't remember it because
I
we've
just
had
know
this
it's like
conversation
it's
before.
"Hey
Um,
Arnold," jazz sounds. "Hey
it's
Arnold,"
just
jazz
the jazz. Yeah, it's the, this is the same thing as The Simpsons.
Yeah.
However, comma, I fucking love
I
the
love how you
music of
brought
Hey
it out
Arnold.
this time,
I've brought it out before. This is like the second time I brought it out.
but you had
But
it,
I
like,
own the vinyl.
easy reach this time.
Yes, exactly. I love the music of Hey Arnold because I appreciate and I love jazz music, and I think that to use jazz music in a kids show was a choice and a risk, but I think it paid off. To me, it's a they didn't go that hard, but I know that it is probably F tier for Momo. And when it comes to fighting about Hey Arnold with Momo, it always ends up in a loss for me to the point where when we were arguing about it the last time, I legitimately got upset because I felt like I was talking to a wall at a certain point.
Like,
So,
I just don't see it, but I guess, like, it I personally, obviously, like, it's not my thing. I would skip it, but, like, it's not about me. If you put it at, like if you would personally put it at, "They didn't need to go that hard," then it would be either "It sure is a song" or "A banger, not a bop."
I will be fine with it being a banger, not a bop, even though I think it's really good, and that will be that because I haven't the strength to make a case for this. At this point, I'm just like, either you like it or you don't. That's the one thing I've learned in doing these streams for months. I can't fight with you
I
because
mean, like,
you're
I would've wanted to fight
more stubborn than I am.
like, to be if they didn't need to go that hard because I think they really went hard. But, like, I banger on a bop, okay, I'll go with it.
Like I said, every time we do a stream, something from my childhood, something that means a lot to me to the point where I've spent money on it, goes to the shitter, and I just have to watch it go there and be okay with it
A
while
banger
I
on a bop is not
compromise my life away.
it's where my favorite one on this list so far is. I think
Craig of
out
the
of all the
Creek?
ones we've gone through so far, Craig of the Creek is my favorite theme song.
Wow, that's interesting. I didn't know that.
I
All right,
literally
next
have
up,
cried many times to that show. Not and it's not even sad. It's just that it's things I wish I grew up with that made me, like, genuinely cry seeing it on TV now.
that makes sense.
Hannah Montana.
I always empathize with that, like, when things on TV make people cry, because I cry a lot in my waking life, but for some reason, media, it takes a lot for a show or a movie to make me
Oh,
cry.
same. But, like, Craig of the Creek just gets me every time. Like, I try not to cry at the theme song at the end, and it makes me
Yeah.
choke up. I don't know why. I think it's just seeing him around the table with his family. It just really gets me.
It's the show that we should have had as
Yeah.
kiddies, but we didn't get.
It's
That's
like my inner
okay.
child that's, like, sobbing finally getting to experience it.
Exactly. I think that's what it is. It's not Momo at 25, it's Momo at
I am
8, 9, 10.
24.
24 then. Jeez.
Him
You'll be 25 this year.
I
I
will.
was
You get
rounding
the
up.
limo out front. Ooh, ah, ooh.
Ooh,
Hot
does
styles that make you
shoot the
every color.
color.
'Cause when you're famous,
When
it
it's
could be kind
famous,
of
it can
fun.
be kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's really you and no one ever discovered. Who would have thought that a girl like me would double as a superstar? And then she just goes on that long note, and I'm not hitting that.
I'm gonna try it. No, I'm not.
No, I appreciate that the minute you're like, your brain was like, let's do it.
You
And then
got
it,
the
no, I'm not doing it.
of both worlds. You could something
You
then
chill it out, take it slow, and you
rock
rock
out
out
the
the
show.
show.
You got the best
Of
of both
both
worlds.
worlds.
You mix
Mix
it
it
all
all
together.
together.
It's the best of both worlds.
I appreciate that we both did the laugh at
Yeah.
the end. Oh
Like,
boy.
honestly, I think this is either they didn't need to go that hard or a banger not a bop.
I think I think it has to be they didn't need to go that hard
Okay.
because
The way we saw it in
for a
concert.
show, yeah,
Hannah Montana
and
in
like
concert, but at a movie theater.
Hannah Montana the concert, the movie.
Yeah.
It was a big moment for us, and Hannah Montana had a true
Yeah.
chokehold on Disney Channel, so I don't think the theme song could be anything less than
I
they
think
did
we
need to go
I
this
think we've
hard.
said this before, but they genuinely need to bring back in theater concert movies thing. Wait, let me start over with that. They need to bring back like movies that are just concerts that you go and you watch as if it is a concert. But obviously, like when COVID is over, which is going to be like 5 years from now, which is how long it's going to take to make that like go into effect.
So,
Like
you got
5 years
time.
from
I don't
now,
know who
they should bring back like blank 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 in concert the movie.
I would love to see Doja Cat, the concert, the
The
movie.
concert movie.
Rina Sawayama, the concert, the movie. Whoever wants to
Yeah.
take the first jab
Mitski
at it.
in concert
Mitski.
the movie.
And it's just crying for an hour and a half. Just
Yeah.
like,
It's just me like
at
white
least
girl dancing to like what damn. I lost all my Mitski songs. Which one is like
damn,
please tell me baby look at
I don't
me.
know Mitski songs,
It's
girl.
First Love in Spring or Late Spring, something like that.
Whoever
No,
wants to take
Mitski.
a
Bobby, I'm about to end this stream and make you listen to
Oh, Momo, don't get first of all, don't try and get buck with me. There's been plenty of things that are very popular that you're like, "I've never seen them." And when I'm like, "Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to Mitski." Now you're trying to end the stream. We're not doing this. We are not doing this. No.
Okay, but
Absolutely
Hannah
not.
Montana, the concert movie. What the fuck was
D
that called? Let me just Google what it was called.
I think it was just like Hannah Montana in concert. I don't know if they added the movie to it. While you're doing that, I'm queuing up the next one. So when you have your answer, we'll be ready.
Uh, wow. I don't even know.
Exactly. Lil Nas X, the concert, the movie. That might actually end up being like a full-fledged movie, knowing him.
What was that?
It was what?
It was yeah, I think it was Hannah Montana in concert. Yeah.
And then I think it was like maybe it was 3D. I can't remember if it was 3D or not.
I don't think it was. Oh, that is so sad. I looked
What?
looking it up on IMDb and Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus Best of Both Worlds concert. It's a 2.6 out of 10 with 11,988 votes.
Okay, you know that was like weird old reviewers that obviously hate when teen girls like anything that probably bomb the reviews for that because
Oh,
it's not a movie, it's a concert.
it's like there was no plot. Like, well, of course,
There's no it's songs.
it was a concert. There's no plot to concerts. Like,
It's just songs, but you know exactly that's what that was. Just
okay,
people review bombing it.
true.
But
The Magic School
next up,
Bus.
we come on the magic school bus,
The
rock the
best
river of love
part. Mm,
on the magic school bus.
to the seat. Come on in and don't be shy. It's something, something.
Yes, you got might get baked into a pot on the magic school bus. We sang this completely out of order, but
I
we
realize,
obviously like it.
I do realize we sang like the third verse when it's supposed to be the second verse. But
Yeah.
I still think they went hard.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. It was, and yes, it was Little Richard, so it couldn't be anything less than amazing, I think. So I think absolutely didn't need to go that hard. Um, I always appreciated Magic School Bus because it made science a lot easier to understand, and my brain is not wired to understand science at all. So thanks, Miss Frizzle. I really appreciate that, bestie. Shout out to you. Love you, Miss Frizzle. I actually have a Miss Frizzle dress because I was planning on doing a video about Magic School
Well,
Bus
now you gotta do
as
it.
Miss Frizzle. It's somewhere here. I need to do it. All right, going back to some classic 90s sitcoms.
Oh no, I'm worried.
Why are you worried?
Oh, whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the
The
paperboy,
milkman, the
even
paperboy,
Timmy.
David
They're
Jimmy.
all familiar friends,
And
waiting
then
just around
we
the
just around
bend,
the bend.
everywhere.
Every Are you
I'm sorry.
were you
Everywhere.
doing your own 90s like sitcom
Yeah,
intro?
I did like Joey's whole like cut it out thing.
Oh my word, that's so funny.
I think
Um,
I don't know. It's it's between they didn't need to go that hard and a banger, not a bop.
this is for me, this song kind of eclipses the show because I've gone
I
back and watched
agree. I agree.
some Full House episodes, and they got real loosey goosey with the writing. Let's just say that.
Oh,
It's
Chaotic Rambler says the guy who wrote the song for Full House also did the song for Perfect Strangers, Family Matters, and Step by Step. That makes sense.
damn. He was getting to the money
Oh,
then,
yep,
because
busy.
all of those theme songs are very iconic. But that also does make sense because all of those theme songs sound the
The same.
same. He said, "I'm gonna use the same chord, and they're not gonna know." So, still gotta check. Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah, that is
Um, I'm stuck between them too because the song is so great and the show is so not great when you go back and
but
watch it.
it can go in a banger, not a bop. Because if we were allowed to put like the show plus the theme song, it would go and they didn't need to go that hard, like Craig of the Creek would. But then it can go into banger, not a bop.
That's true. That's true. That is very, very true. I remember I went back and watched the like Disney World
Mhm,
sitcom episode of Full House.
mhm.
And I remember as a kid thinking like the story is so tight and they're like bouncing around the parks and it's so cool. And then I went back and watched it and I was like, this is a mess. This is a hot ass mess. Like this is really not it's the same as the Boy Meets World Disney World episode where they're like staying in Epcot, like, in the parks, which is not a thing you can do, but then also bouncing from, like, park to park as if they're close to each other, which they're not. They are very far apart. You have to take, like, buses to get to each one. It was a mess. It was a hot mess,
Like, they
but
didn't need strong storytelling. The whole plot was that they were at Disney, and that's it.
yeah. But if the point was to entice families to go to Disney, because 'cause they're all ABC shows, so that was the point.
Yeah.
They are setting these families up. That's why people think that, like, the parks are so close to each other, which they're not really. Like, you have to, like, drive to get them. You can't walk to them, like, from park to park. I don't know. That always struck me as weird as a kid. I'm like, "Why are they doing this?" But they were just having fun. It's the vacation episode. Who cares? having fun.
Silly, goofy
We're just
mood.
having fun.
Let's just trick people into
Yeah, they were
places are way closer than they really are. Teen Titans.
and then they won't find out until they get there. Ha 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 ha.
When there's trouble, you know who to
Who
call.
to call?
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans.
From our tower, we can see it all. Teen Titans.
Teen
Something,
Titans.
something. We got your back. Something, something on the attack.
Under attack.
When there's
And
trouble,
then the
you know
down
who
they
to call.
must
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans. Um, I mean, this is they didn't have to go that hard to me.
Huffy Amiyumi. My girls.
Really had Cartoon Network like this in a chokehold for some years. Well, no, they had the president at the time in a chokehold because
Sam
apparently he
Register.
was
They
a
had Sam
feral.
Register. Like a chokehold.
They said, "You're gonna give us everything we want." He's like,
Yeah.
"Yes, ma'am." I don't know. This song is very good, and I think it falls in line with the show really well. Um, so yeah, they didn't have to go that hard.
They didn't have to go that hard.
They didn't have to go that hard. Puffy on Yumi. So good, so good.
I think they went harder in their own show.
They sure did.
Hi,
There, what I mean,
Yumi Show. Hi, Huffy Yumi Show. Anything is
I mean,
possible with God so powerful. Dun, 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 now. Nice.
all right. Book-
I wanna be the very best. No one ever.
No one ever was.
I wonder what the original like Japanese theme song was. I don't know.
Is it not that in Japanese?
It is not. It is a completely
Oh,
different song. It is just
okay.
like these aren't even the names of the characters in Japanese.
Oh, that is true. That is true. I remember you telling me that. Do you know what the names of the characters are?
I think like Ash is like Takeshi. Is it? I want to say Takeshi. I might be wrong because I always got him mixed up with Brock's name, which is like something else. Ash Ketchum in Japanese. It's like Takeshi. No, he's Satoshi. Satoshi, and then Brock is Takeshi, and I think Misty is Kasumi. And
Ah, interesting.
they all like all the Pokemon have most of the Pokemon have different names. Like the main characters all have different names. I don't know why they decided to make them like vaguely American sounding names for the English dub.
Yeah,
It was a
Ash
weird thing.
Ketchum Brock, which is the most violently American name I can think of.
I remember I was in class and I was like trying to explain to my students like, oh yeah, Pokemon, and I said like, oh Ash, Misty, and Brock, and they're just like, who?
Who?
Who is that? And I'm just like, the main characters, Pokemon, and they're just like, I've never heard of that.
They just make you feel real bad about it too.
They
They're
just
just
thought I
like,
was insane because like they know the characters' names are like obviously not Ash, Brock, and
the
Misty.
Misty, very American sounding name.
It's Satoshi, Takeshi, and Kasumi.
Hilarious. Also Chaotic Rambler. Yes, I did have a crush on. I forgot whichever one was the pink one. I can't remember who was the
Pink?
pink one.
Oh, like Nurse Joy?
No. They're talking about Amiyumi.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Puffy Amiyumi. I can't remember which one of them was the pink one, but that was the one that I was like,
Ami. Ami is the penguin.
Ami.
The
That was my
song,
girl.
like the penguin says, Ami Onuku, Onuki, which is her name. Onuki.
Ah,
Ami
that
Onuki.
makes sense. I just liked her because she was pink, and I was like, do I want to be her or do I want to be with her? And then that answer was revealed in adulthood.
I just like pink.
But I also do just like pink, as you can see from my lights. I do
Yeah.
like pink.
And your chair.
Oh yeah, my chair and my headphones. I like pink.
Yeah.
If that's not
You
that's
couldn't
not
tell
obvious.
that from what I'm wearing, but I kind of might blush, I guess.
Mama really likes pink.
Oh yeah. Let's see.
Nah.
I don't know where I want to put this. Maybe a banger,
Oh
not
yeah.
pop, but then
yeah.
I know like the nerdverse is going to attack me because I didn't say it was the best song ever, but I
Who
think
cares what they think? Who cares what they think? I think it's a banger, not a bop. I agree. I don't hold the same, like, amount of nostalgia for it as I do the other ones, but it is a good song. Like, it's a really good song. You could tell the performers of it put a lot of effort into it,
it did.
so that's what matters. Also, a banger, not a bop is getting real full.
Yep.
Um,
We got to be more strict now.
yeah, some of these gotta be either they didn't go that hard or it sure is a song
Yeah.
and or volume down, skip intro. Okay, next up, we have one of Momo's picks.
Oh my god, is this Monk?
It is not Monk.
It's
It is
Psych. Oh my
Psych.
god, I love this show and this song. Give me a second to like put it in my mental radio. Like, where the fuck? How does the fuck does it start?
Get
Ah,
it started, get it started.
so this is that there's a line of maturity. I'm not inclined to resign to. I missed this part. If it's alright, then you're all wrong. But why bounce around to the same damn song? Try to run when you can crawl. I know, you know that I'm not telling the truth. I know, you know that it's not happening. Worse than deception. Learn how to bend. Your worst inhibition's gonna psych you out in the end. I know, you know. They didn't need to go that hard. They did not need to go that hard.
Okay, well, here's the thing, I've never watched Psych, so I don't have any attachment to this.
This
So for
song,
me, it sure is a song.
Bobby. I guess I would
Momo?
settle for a banger, not a pop, but I do want to tell the audience
Yeah,
that
tell them because it's going in a banger, not a bop.
I do love this song. Psych. Not only is this the main theme song, they have holiday theme songs. They had a Snoop Dogg, a version featuring Snoop Dogg for whatever reason, or maybe that was Monk. I'm not sure. They had a Boys to Men version for whatever reason because Boys to Men was like a minor character on the show for an episode, or like minor characters on the show for an episode. It was, it's fucking good. It is certainly a banger and a bop, but we don't have a banger and a bop option, so I guess it has to go in a banger, not a bop. Even though I think it is rivaling Craig of the Creek for one of the best ones on this list.
According to Momo. Because I don't know if I would agree just because I haven't seen it.
Have you seen Psych? Oh, you haven't seen Psych.
I
I
haven't
think you
seen
would
Psych.
actually really enjoy it, but I know if I recommend it to you, you're not gonna watch it.
Momo is not just you, it's everybody.
No.
It's not I'm not saying I don't take recommendations from
I
Momo.
think what I want from Bobby for my birthday, which is coming up next month, I want Bobby to watch the first season of Doom Patrol.
Okay, this is asking so much of
Oh, is
me.
it? Because I asked you to watch the first episode like months ago, and you said,
Okay,
"Yeah, I totally would." And now the interest has grown, my friend. The interest has grown on that proposition, and now I'm asking for season one. I will
I
quiz
would
you. We
also
will have a live quiz.
no, you're not quizzing me.
Live quiz on
You
Doom
know what?
Patrol season
I
one.
want I want you guys to know because y'all probably don't know this.
Mhm,
In this month alone,
mhm,
I will be streaming with Momo 4 days straight, 3 to 4 days straight for hours at a time.
mhm,
2 of those days
mhm,
are back to back, and
mhm.
I didn't have to do them, but because I'm a good friend and I'm supporting my friend Momo is Carriot, I'm doing it. So don't make it seem like I'm not a good friend because I will be streaming from 7 to what is it, 11?
I actually don't remember. Yes. No, 7 to 10.
7
We're not
7 to
even
10.
streaming. We're not streaming. We are recording.
I will be recording on
I
a
really hope
thing that
do we have a hotkey for what we're talking about? Because this is a great trend. This is a great segue.
yes, my anger for Momo painting me out to be a bad friend. Transition to your
Oh,
campaign.
sweet. We do have a hotkey for it. Come watch Momo and Bobby as Momo GMs a Winx-inspired D&D campaign in March.
So I want you guys to know that for 8 hours every weekend in February, I'm doing something that I've number 1 never done before. and number 2, didn't have interest in before this, and I'm doing it out of friendship. So, because I don't watch 1 season of your little fucking show, don't make it seem like I'm
And
not a good
I
friend.
want for my birthday, I want Bobby to watch the first episode of Okay, can I ask for 2 things?
Okay.
Actually, 3 things. One of them is
Um,
very easy. One of them is very, very easy.
okay.
I For my birthday, I want Bobby to watch the first episode of Doom Patrol, the
Okay.
first episode of The Magicians, and to send me a TikTok.
I think I can do that.
Yay! Okay. Psycho's in a banger, not a bop, even though I do think it is one of the best songs on this list.
Every time, making me feel like I'm a fucking villain because I don't watch something that she recommended. Meanwhile, I'm spending 8 unpaid hours
Bye, Chaotic
creating
Grandma. You can watch the full stream on our YouTube channel, uploaded every Sunday night.
Hi, Chaotic Rambler. Thanks for being so active in the
Yeah.
chat. All right, next up we have, and this is okay. This is the first instance. Well, I guess the next two are an instance of this is a show that has had multiple theme songs, and I'm thinking that we consider the full body of theme songs rather than singling out
Okay, I have
just one.
no idea what you're referencing, but let me see it.
There's 2 shows that have had multiple theme songs.
Okay, I assume we were really pulling at, but it's boy meets world, it's boy meets
It's
world.
yeah, that's the one I was thinking of too, but there's
Yeah,
also like the "da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na, da-na-na-na." It's just like the instrumental one.
I think the one that has the lyrics is like a better one because
Yeah,
I think
I
it
agree.
captures the feeling of the show a lot better than the instrumental does.
I absolutely agree. Even though the words there's not that many words, but it's
There's not
still
that
fun.
many words, but it's still like with the background stuff going on, it really does make you feel warm and fuzzy inside.
And it's the only song with the intro that has Angela in it, so that's the only one that I care.
I do think, man, a banger not a bop is really filling up.
It is filling up.
I think
I
if we're doing what you're saying and incorporating the full body of theme songs, then the full body goes under it sure is a song.
okay, I can take that. I can take that because the next one definitely we have to consider the full body of theme songs. I can't be picky choosy. But I
I just
do
been a little bit too lax on a banger not a bop. Or maybe there's just a lot of really good songs that aren't top tier.
that's the thing, like, I think these are shows that had good enough theme songs to get you watching, and then the show carried the rest of it.
Yeah.
Whereas some of them were like, the show is good and the theme song is good. But I will take that it is sure is a song when you consider just the instrumental and the, like, season like, the first couple season, like, early season 1, I can't remember what that one is. Alright, next up, this is one of our I think, the most contemporary shows that we have on here that has never appeared in a ranking or a tournament, but I know it's a show that we both really enjoy.
I don't know if this technically has a theme song, but I think we're going to like say WandaVision, what WandaVision.
Like the WandaVision and then the 50s version, da, 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 and then the 70s version, and then the 80s version, then the 90s/2000s version, and then also it was Agatha All Along, which is technically a theme song
I
for
don't
like
think it's
Agatha's
a theme
mini
song.
show.
I think it is an insert song.
I don't think they gave it an intro like it was a TV like it was a theme song
I don't
in the
This
show.
isn't an intro to the episode though.
It is a theme song.
For a character.
When the show is about television, why are you making me sound like I'm crazy for thinking this?
It's a show about television and a character has a theme song. But I don't think like I was about to explain it to you in terms of Bleach, but that doesn't make any sense because you've never seen Bleach. But I think like for all the other shows, it's like this is the theme song for the show, not for a character in the show.
Okay, well then Agatha it was Agatha All Along out of contention, but we still have like 5 other theme songs.
I I think that they're all like fairly good theme songs, but I don't think I would put them in a banger not a bop.
You would put them in It Sure Is a Song?
Just think, you know what? I think if there was like a middle category, that a lot of the shows that are in a banger not a bop would go in the middle category. and then this could go in a banger, not a bop. But I don't think that they are bangers.
That's fair.
Because I think like what it's cute. It's cute. Like it's. I feel like it's like the Fairly Odd theory. Oh my god, the Fairly Odd Parents level, where they're like good, objectively good, but they're not just like. It's not gonna make you get up and dance or like sing or anything. There, I
I
think
don't know.
the
The
theme songs
second
are wouldn't get me to watch the show. I think the show itself is a lot better than the theme songs.
Okay. I get that. I don't know, I feel like the second episode one, the '60s version, the, like, "WandaVision, what," like, that was everywhere. Like, that
Yeah,
was a theme song that was
I definitely
everywhere.
think it was cute, but I don't think it was like, "Oh my god, I've gotta download this on my playlist."
True. Okay, well, it sure is a song. The WandaVision body of work. WandaVision body of theme song. I would put it higher, but it is what it is. Let's see. Okay, next up, we have a classic as far as theme songs.
I
And
whenever you say classic, I'm just like, "I'm not gonna know it." Is it
if
Gold?
you don't know this, Momo, you can never talk shit about me not knowing something ever again. I hope you know that. Um,
Oh, okay, okay.
Sesame Street. I if you were like, I've never heard this, we would end the stream right here. We absolutely would. I cut the feed. It's
Yeah.
over. It's done. Sweet little glass. Why are you humming this one? You were singing all the other ones.
Then the
The
song
air is
is weird.
sweet. Can you tell
Tell
me
me how to get
how to get
used.
to Sesame Street?
I'm thinking now we have to be more like strict on the circumstances of things going into a bang or not a bop.
This one to me is a no-brainer of going into they didn't need to go that hard. If you think differently, I guess, but it just is such a good thing, and I also don't I'm not using, like, contemporary music standards for this either, like, I'm not saying that it's a song that I listen to on my playlist, but in the realm of, like, TV theme songs, it's an amazing theme song. I think it, like, gets the viewer kind of going with the show.
I'm just looking at the ones that we have in like a bang or not a bop. Where's Full House?
It's in a banger, not a bop.
Okay, because I was thinking like in terms of like iconicness, Sesame Street is like a banger, not a bop, because it's super, super iconic. But I just don't think it's they didn't need to go that hard. I don't think it's Pepper Ann level good.
I disagree. I heavily disagree, but at this point, I'm entirely too tired to go back and forth with you on this. So, I will take a banger, not a bop, but I think it's top tier. Like, and I'm not even thinking about the show, the rest of the show with it. I'm just saying, like, by itself, it's such a good, like, children's theme song. Like, it is the blueprint to me of children's theme songs.
I think that like in your opinion, yeah, but like I would put like Dragon Tales on they didn't need to go that hard. But I don't think I would personally put Sesame Street and they didn't need to go that hard.
Okay. Well, it's like I said, it's getting crowded in a banger, not a bop, and it's not sure is a song. So, for the sake of space, sure, it is a banger, not a bop. And I'll just make it itty bitty. Let's see.
And then at the end of
Uh,
stripping down the other one so we can put like two layers.
yeah, it's pretty much gonna be that because like we have essentially space for one more
Yeah.
and a banger, not a bop, and then we just have to start doubling up.
Can you tell
Okay, next one up is one that I thought it was like the last one that I thought of.
me?
So I wish I could go for a walk without frozen in the rain. It's enough to dry my
I think it's
brain.
Fry My Brain.
Fry my brain. Sure.
It's
I don't
about
know the
living
words.
my life as a teenage robot. Living my life as a teenage robot. My teenage robot life.
Again, I personally believe they didn't need to go that hard. Also, there is no space
I
in a
think
banger, not a.
I think as we talk it out, you should be shrinking down the other ones to make 2 rows.
I'm just gonna like layer them on top because there's not much more I can do. But yeah,
Like, well, layering them on top isn't gonna work because you're gonna have to like move them in different like level things. It's probably just gonna be easier if you shrink them all down.
yeah, true.
Mhm.
So what thoughts as I do that on
Like,
my life as a teenage robot?
I think, oh my gosh, because the show is like, it's like not an amazing show. It is a good show, and I think the theme song is like equal to how good the show is, and I would genuinely put it in a banger, not a bop. But
Oh
maybe
my
I don't know if they
goodness.
went that hard.
I feel like they did for the level of show that it was. Because I agree, like, I don't
Yeah,
like, My Life as a Teenage Robot is not one of my favorite shows, like, I can't remember a ton of things that happened in episodes, but I do remember the theme song, and I'm
I do
like,
remember the theme song, and I do remember loving the art style. I really liked the old like 50s-esque thing, but
yeah,
making
like,
it
Art
very
Deco.
modern. Yeah. I distinctly remember the crystal episode where they had like the crystal dress outfits, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is peak fashion."
It
Like,
is peak
nothing is
fashion.
going to top this. And I don't know if cartoon fashion has topped it since. Oh,
Yeah,
maybe I don't know which one came first. Whichever came first, either this or Totally Spies.
I knew you were gonna say Totally Spies.
Because Totally
I
Spies, that fashion was they were working it.
They might have been around the same time, if I had to guess. I had to venture a guess.
Would you put it and they didn't need to go that hard?
A piece of me would, because like I said, I like the song more than I like the show, but
I guess we
it's
can put it there.
I don't think it's bigger than Sesame Street, which
I
I would
don't
have put
think it
in.
is either.
So, as I'm making space, we can put it in a banger, not a pop, even though I do think it was a pop. But there's a lot of them that we equally are like, I think it's a banger and a pop, but if the other can't agree, then we
It's
must
just not a
stay
banger
farewell.
and a bop section.
Okay, you could have seen the overlay before we got on here. I'm just saying.
I did, but even if I had said something then, it wasn't enough time to make a new one.
I could have added another row.
Well,
I'm
we'll
just
know for next time.
Yeah, we'll know for next time. I just didn't because I was like, well, I mean, how many different categories are we gonna need? I feel like we'll know if we'll like them or if we don't. I didn't realize there was gonna be a lot of gray area.
I didn't
So
realize either.
that's my B. That's my bad.
I think the next time we do this, we'll have to take into consideration the actual show. Because if
Yeah,
it had a good theme song, like an amazing theme song, and it's an amazing show, that's S tier.
that's like
But if
pinnacle.
it
And I
had like
think
a decent theme song, and it was a really good show, then there would be like the A plus tier. And then like a good show and a good theme song is a banger, not a bop.
fair. I think for next time, because I got wrapped up in like how would I name the tiers? I think
Yeah.
it might just be helpful for us to do just like S, A, B, C, D, F.
Okay.
Like give them like letter grades. Because I think, giving them fun little quirky
Oh yeah,
things is
that's fun.
cute. But also, I think I got too wrapped up in making it like just so, and I didn't need to do that. Because we definitely could use another tier. That would kind of help. Okay, well, moving on from My Life as a Teenage Robot, I did my best with shrinking them down. Everyone, please clap. This next one, I have no emotional attachment to, but I know that Momo
I
has a
wonder if this
ton.
is the Saddle Club. Ah, it's the Saddle Club! Oh my gosh. I fucking love the Saddle Club. I
Momo,
love
why
the
did you,
Saddle Club.
why did you know? Oh my
I love the Saddle Club. I was there every Sunday with these Australian girls and the horses. Was I a horse girl? That's neither here nor there. All I know is, "Hello world,
God.
this is me." Life should be. Yeah. Fun for everyone. Oh my gosh. The song had absolutely nothing to do with horses. It was just about having fun with your girls, and it was sung by the three girls. I think they have all moved on to other things. One is like a doctor or something. One is like an influencer on YouTube, I believe.
Mm.
I and we followed them from like middle school all the way to like high school, maybe college. It was so great to see my friends grow up. Yeah, they were my friends. They were my friends. Like, I was there every Sunday. I think it was, like, 9 AM. I
On
was
a
there.
Sunday? Damn, that's commitment.
It was, like, Saturday or Sunday. It was, like, a Saturday morning show, I think, actually. It might have been Saturday.
And it
I
was
was
on Discovery
there
Kids,
in the
right?
trenches for the Saddle Club. This is in my heart and soul, this is they didn't need to go that hard, especially since they were kids singing the theme song. I think it's actually sung by someone else, but they, like, sang it themselves to be cute and girly. But I understand if you wanna put it somewhere else, but in my heart of hearts, this is S plus tier.
I think out of your love for it, it definitely can go in a banger, not a bop.
Yeah, that's fair.
And in our spirit tier that doesn't exist of S plus tier. If
Yeah,
we each had separate tier, that's another thing too. We should each have like a Bobby and Momo tier, which is like this is the pinnacle. This is our primo number one, better than everything else one.
I guess. I guess that's something that we could fuck, that's just a lot of time. But
Well, that to
this
be a
would be
lot of
in, like,
time.
my S plus tier. This is such a great theme song. I don't even know if it's just the theme song that I love. I think it's the theme song and the show that makes it S plus in my heart.
The way you screamed like you saw like a friend that you hadn't seen in a long time, I can tell. I can
Because it's
tell.
like I'm seeing a friend I haven't seen in a long time. I haven't watched The Saddle Club in years, but I loved it so much.
She said, "Is this Saddle Club?"
The Saddle Club!
Oh my gosh. Okay. This was definitely a Discovery Kids pick that passed me by a little bit, I think. Number 1, because I wasn't up at 9 AM either Saturday or Sunday to
I was
watch it.
doing the most for The Saddle Club.
And I love that for you,
I
bestie.
took
I
so many
truly
horse riding lessons.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I was a well-versed kid. I did a lot.
Hmm. Learning more about Momo. That's gonna be like a little jingle every time I learn something new about you. All right, next
That's
up
like
is a show
disclosing
that
more information about yourself. I don't know things that you did.
I didn't do horse riding, if that helps.
What sports did you do?
I was a cheerleader for 6 years.
Bobby, you were a cheerleader? That is
I
so
was.
fun.
That is so also when I say that, people were like, "You're not very cheery." So that's an interesting choice. And I only became a cheerleader because I watched the movie and the classic film directed by Peyton
Bring it
Reed that came out in 2000 called Bring It On. And I was like, I want to be a cheerleader because I want a like jacket with my name on it and a bag with my name on it. And I got that and then I quit.
on.
And
Honestly,
that's
I think we don't talk about this enough, when we talk about, like, media literacy slash how much of an impact media has on our everyday lives, because the way it influenced me to not only take hella ice skating lessons, I did horseback riding lessons, I played soccer, I did ballet because I watched Barbie and the Nutcracker so many
oh,
times. I did
I
tap
know
dance,
it.
I watched Happy Feet, and I was like, "Absolutely, this is my thing now." Um, like, I was a safety patrol officer because I fucking loved Fillmore. And all because I saw this shit on TV and I was like, "This is my new personality. This is what I wanna do now." And
And you did it.
did it. I did it, and now I watch so much TV, I now want to work in it, so, obviously,
It's a
it
good
has a
fit
lot of
for you.
influence.
The one thing that TV has influenced me to do when I was a kid was it was from an episode of Jimmy Neutron for a science fair project. Libby did how to if like different types of music affects plant growth. and I did that exact same project for a science fair project. It was probably stupid as hell, but I still did it because I saw it on Jimmy Neutron. So, thank you. Thank you. So next up we have Gem and the Hologram, or yeah, Gem and the Holograms. That's the name of the show. It was a show that was on in the 80s. I didn't watch it, but the theme song fucking knocks
Can
to
you sing
me.
it? I've never heard of it.
Jam is truly outrageous, truly, truly, truly outrageous. Oh, jam is truly outrageous. That's basically it.
Oh, that's it?
Ja Yeah, well, it's more what lines than that,
Oh,
but that's all that I know. But it's like it's a very 80s sounding song. Like, it's very 80s, but it is really, really good, even though the show was not on the same level, I would say, but very good in my eyes. But I understand if it sure is a song
I
to
think
you.
it sure is a song.
I challenge you, since you've given me a laundry list of things to do, go back and listen to Jim and the Holograms, the theme song, because it's really good.
I'm not a huge fan of 80s music, but I'll still give it a listen.
80s music, I will say, I guess I'm biased because 80s music is probably some of my favorite, like some of my favorite songs or songs from the 80s, which I don't know why. But also favorite movies too. It's weird. But yeah. So next up we have, this was one that you picked.
Is it?
Heck,
This has to be Mug.
no, not yet.
Oh, somebody
Smallville.
save me. Don't care how you do it, just say. Okay. I love how you picked this picture of Tom Welling.
I couldn't find another one. I couldn't find another one that also had the logo on it. And I was like, I mean, okay.
He was
So,
supposed to be, he was like full on, I think he was like maybe 23. He was supposed to be a 15-year-old.
oh, that's why the beauty standards for men is so fucked. Because why would they do that?
Not a 15-year-old. In what world is this
Is that a
obviously like
15-year-old?
near 30-year-old man 15?
They were wrong for that. Let's just say what it was. They were wrong as hell for that. Um, a little bit right as hell because he was fine as hell, but wrong that they were like, yeah, he's 15, believably so. It's
I
like,
mean,
no, he's not.
that was weird as hell. Like, this is not a 15-year-old. Like, who were you trying to fool?
I guess they fooled me because I was like, I'm all in as far as looks go. Um,
If you don't, if people are watching this and you don't know, Smallville was like the origin story, high school drama, teen drama turned like adult drama of Superman's origin story. Um, it had 10 seasons, over 200 episodes, and I have seen every single last one. The first season's theme song was just like a marimba, like a Caribbean beat for whatever reason. And then I think when they put it on streaming sites, they just made it the season 2 or 3 theme song, which is Somebody Save Me by, I don't know what band name it is. Um, and in one of the episodes, I think it was like a prom episode, they had the theme song band sing the theme song as like the prom band. And
oh,
it was super cute. I think it is ah it's like either a banger not a bop or it sure is a song because like it is a decent enough song for like a show that was obviously well loved, went for 10 seasons. But I would watch the theme song for like the first episode of the season and then be like, okay, I've heard enough, and then skip it for every other episode.
I got the vibe that that might be it. Like, there's a lot of these that are like, I enjoy it by itself. Like, I think it's a good song, but I'm not gonna keep listening to it over and over and
I
over and
watch
over
it
again.
once and then I'm done. So it could be volumes down, skip intro.
It's up to you. I wouldn't. It seems like you like it enough, so it could be. It
I
sure is a
mean,
song.
I definitely like the show way more than I like the theme song. So it can go
Okay.
volume down, skip intro.
Okay. It's not in good company. But
I
it's
mean, one of the main characters was in, like, a terrible sex cult, so it is in a
Oh,
good
yeah. I forgot about her.
yeah,
She was
Allison
in the
Mack,
she was in the Nexium cult.
she was. So, I think it is in the same company, honestly.
So, because of her and her wheelings and dealings,
Yeah.
it goes where it goes. That's crazy. I really forgot that she was in that cult. And now she's in jail.
Yes,
Damn, Allison. That's so crazy. Because they would always be like, Smallville actress. I'm like, who the hell is this?
she played Chloe, I don't even remember her last name, and she was just hopelessly in love with Clark for, like, 6 seasons until she was just like, "So he's never going to love me?" And we're just like, "That's what we've been telling you, Chloe. That
For
is."
the whole time, girl. Give it up, sister. It's over. All right. Next up is a show that I have not seen, but I feel like I've seen enough clips of it. So I've basically seen the show.
"Hey, girl,
Girl,
what you
what
doing?
you doing?
Hey, girl, where you going? Who's that girl? Who's that girl? It's Jess."
New girl.
I think this is you haven't seen the show, but I feel like you would really, really love it. And I think you're
I'm
holding yourself back because you don't wanna fall down the new girl rabbit hole, and I'm telling you, just let it go. Let it
just,
be for
just
you.
just fall. Trust fall down that route.
Oh, it's
The
good.
thing is, every clip of the show that I've seen, I have enjoyed. Like the towel bit where
Mhm,
Schmidt and Nick go back and forth. The fact that I know the characters' names, I haven't
yeah,
watched a lick of the show because TikTok fucking loves New Girl.
mhm.
And all the clips, I'm with it. I do wonder if, and I haven't seen the show, so I don't know if it's a situation where the show is better than the theme song.
I think I like the theme song. I kinda like that genre of music, like indie sound, so I really, really like the theme song.
Twee is how I would describe it.
I don't know what that means, but yeah, I
That's
really like the theme song, and I really love the show. I got compared to Jess a lot, and I don't I reject that, even though yeah, did I dress like that? Maybe. Did I eventually become a teacher? Yes.
are you
Um,
are you are you
am I do I
adorkable?
currently have bangs? Maybe.
Are you
Um,
saying that you had an adorkable phase, Momo?
I don't think yeah, I think instead of oh my gosh, an emo phase, I had a dorkable phase.
Mm.
'Cause I was in the knee-high socks and Oxfords. I lived in them. But what's that face? What's wrong with having an adorkable face instead of an emo face?
No, there's no problem. That's just so brave to do that because if it were me personally, I I would have taken that one to the grave. But the fact that you felt this was a safe space, and it is. It's a safe space. Me personally, I wouldn't have disclosed.
I don't think I was, like, deep into adorkable enough to have, like, a like, mustache gear.
Okay,
Um,
so when I hear adorkable, I'm thinking like you drew the mustache on your finger and like took a
oh, no,
photo.
I never did that.
Okay,
I
thank
just
God.
think, unfortunately, that is/was my personality.
Okay.
So it's like she was playing me, but the only thing that I absolutely resent being compared to her for, is because I would never date Nick Miller. I would never date Nick Miller.
He, from everything that I understand about him, is entirely too dumb and incompetent.
Yeah.
And I think that my type A brain
Mhm.
would simply leave my body through my ears. I couldn't do
Yeah.
it.
It would absolutely rip my spirit apart from the inside out to date or even marry, let alone marry Nick Miller.
Mm-mm. That's
Absolutely. Like, I
I,
think the character is funny sometimes. I think cute. He's, incompetent, I guess. That's so hilarious. Ha ha ha. I would never, never date him.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I will say every time I've done like one of those like TV character quizzes where they have like 5,000 characters or whatever, Cece is always a character that it's like, you're like Cece from New Girl. And I'm like,
I can see
I
that.
don't
That's
I'll
why
try
we're
it.
besties.
So now I need to watch it to confirm that I'm like CC, and then we will see. But oh my
So
gosh.
brave. Damn, Bobby.
I no, Momo, first of all, you're saying it like I was saying it was a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You had that phase, and I think that's great. If it were me, I would bury it so deep down in my being that I'd forget about it. But that's not true.
I wasn't embarrassed of it.
I love that. I do. I love that you weren't embarrassed. You stand 10 toes down in your adorable phase.
No, it
And
was
I
just
would
a
like
part of me.
it was just a part of you. It was you at the time, and you won't apologize for it.
I won't apologize for it. I thought that person I was pretty damn cool.
And I think she was too. Even though I didn't know her, I think she was too.
Yeah. I mean,
So,
I couldn't play the ukulele or anything, and I didn't draw mustaches, but I was in the skater skirts, the Oxfords, the high socks, the
I
bows.
think you did it the right way. Because
Yeah.
if you were going around just playing any song on a ukulele all the time unprompted, I
No,
think that would be an issue.
no, I was just like a very chill version of the adorkable. I think
And
it's
that's the
because
best
I'm
way.
very type A as well as being adorkable.
Yeah, so you're like, "I'm not here to dick around."
Yeah.
And that tells the story, and I think that's good. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Also, I'm
Um,
terrible at music, so it was not in the cards.
it's simply not in the cards. So are you putting this at a banger, not a bop, or it sure
I
is a
would
song?
get a banger, not a bop, honestly.
Alright.
It was a fun time.
Hey, hey, girl,
Who's that
what you
girl?
doing?
It's Jess.
It's Jess. From what I've seen about, like, Jess in New Girl, I do understand how you got compared to her.
And because adorkable was like very in, I was pulling. I was pulling left and right.
Oh.
That's a lie. I pulled like the very specific niche person that was like into that.
Oh, still, you're pulling something,
Yeah.
and that's what matters. Because at the time, I was not pulling at all. So, one of us had to be pulling, and I'm glad that it was you. Alrighty tighty. Next up, we have a classic, a banger. I I have no words for it. It's simply the best.
I think we don't even have to like deliberate on this.
No, we don't.
They did not need to go that hard.
Christina Milian did everything that she needed to do for the song and more.
I'm your basic average girl, and I'm here to save the world. You can stop me because I'm impossible.
Possible.
Mhm.
There's nothing I can't do. Danger causing. You get it.
Something,
We
you
all
know that I'm on the way.
know that I am on my way.
Doesn't matter if the
Trouble
trouble if
if
you just
take
call
call
my
my
name.
name. Kim Possible.
Come
Call me, pick me if you wanna reach me. If you wanna reach me, it's
if
okay
you want to
whenever
page
you
me.
need. If you want, is it Page Me?
I think it's page me.
This song, this is
It's
old.
it's okay. It's something. Yeah, yeah. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's big or not. Everything's
Everything's
gonna
gonna
be
be
alright.
alright wherever you need me, baby.
Call me,
Call
baby,
me if you wanna reach me.
Okay.
Ooh,
I like knocked over some things on my desk.
you got real excited. Call me, beat me. If you
That's the
want
extended
to.
version. Are you going to see the extended version? All right.
No, that's the doesn't matter where, doesn't matter, doesn't matter where.
I will be. No, I already did that part. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
it's
oh, I didn't hear
yeah.
it. Sorry. I will be here for you to the very end. Danger of trouble.
There on the double. You know that
You can call it impossible. So what's the sitch?
call
Call
me
me if you wanna reach me. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
That's
Come
in the
on,
background.
vocal.
Yeah.
That was what's her face? Christy Carlson. What do I
Oh
know?
my God, True Jackson VP. That shit goes hard.
It really does. From my head to my toes, it's all
It's real,
real,
and you know, fresh and
shame
cool.
cool. It's just what I do.
Did you forget how to Jackson?
No, I didn't.
You're like Jackson. It's right there. It's right there.
I forgot she was spelling her name. I thought she stopped at true and then started spelling something else.
Jackson.
I did not forget how to spell Jackson. I forgot that she was spelling Jackson.
And it goes on, but I forget how it actually ends.
That's the only part of it that I know, and that's the only part that I needed to know because it did
Oh,
everything it
working
was
at a
supposed
grown-up job. Never really knew I could work this hard. Used to sit home and watch TV. Now I'm the opposite sleepy.
to. BP. Oh
Out
yeah.
with my two best friends when things get out of hand. We have a plan. I was listening around and hope I wrote the sea. Because I'm the
Because
new VP. They didn't
I
need to go that hard.
They absolutely didn't need to go that hard. That is a no-brainer.
Keke Palmer.
Also, Keke Palmer has a lot of really good songs. One song that I remember, like, it flew to my playlist the minute that I heard it was "We Keep It Movin'."
That didn't jump in, which I
I
just
think
now realized was not in like DComs part one.
oh, yeah. Oh, wow, yeah, it wasn't. But yeah, it might have been on the soundtrack. I don't know if it was
I
in
think it
the
was soundtrack. You're right.
I don't know if it was in the yeah, it might have been just on the soundtrack,
Like, the
but
song that everyone thinks was Keke Palmer is like "Jump to the Rhythm," which is very obviously
yeah,
Jordan
like,
Pruitt
yeah, like, if you were a connoisseur
of
of
the
Disney
DComs.
Channel, you would know that that is Jordan Pruitt. That is not he
Yeah.
that doesn't even sound like Keke Palmer,
It
whatever.
doesn't. They played her like whole music video all the time. Rhythm inside into
Dance
the
to the
music.
music, da 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 we do it. Something, I
That
don't
was
remember.
fun.
That was that was fun.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah, obviously. Oh, what's new Scooby? We already established that this was S tier.
yeah, no,
Okay.
this was the one that you were like, "This is the better of the Scooby-Doo songs." I'm also reminded of the A Pup Named Scooby-Doo theme song.
Don't
That was
remember
pretty
it. How
good.
did it go?
It's like, I can't remember what the beginning of it was, but it was like, "Scooby, a pup named Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo." I only watched A Pup Named Scooby-Doo on Boomerang because I had premium cable, but that's what I remember it from.
I too had premium cable, but I didn't watch Boomerang. I think at one point, like I think I had DirecTV or Xfinity at the time, or whatever
Mm,
Xfinity changed from.
it was I think it was
I
just
think I had Comcast, and it was premium for Comcast, and then they decided to make it like extra premium, and then I lost the channel.
That same. I've always had Comcast because my papa works for Comcast,
Oh,
so we get free Xfinity.
oh wow,
Um,
lucky.
yeah, not to brag or anything like that, but um, next up, this one I already know where it's going. I don't think we need to deliberate,
Proud.
but
You and me will always be tied, and live
baby,
every single
every
day
single day and
and
night,
night.
even when you start acting like a fool, you know I'm loving every single thing you do.
My family, my family, proud family,
Family,
ever,
family, you scream,
and make you
make
wanna
you want to
sing.
sing. Yeah,
Yeah, I know. They didn't need to go that hard.
they absolutely didn't. Solange
I do think,
featuring Destiny's Child. Go
yeah,
ahead, sorry.
I do think there were a lot of problems with the Proud Family, like looking back on it, but that theme song
Mhm.
really hard.
The theme song, not one of them.
Correct.
I think for the reboot, they don't need to change a damn thing. I don't think they need to reprise anything. I think they just need
Use
to
the same
take it,
theme song.
keep it the exact same. Don't mess it up. But we'll see what they do.
In terms of which I think is genuinely better, I think Craig of the Creek is better than Proud Family.
Well, yeah, because The Proud Family was a show that operated on as good as it was for visibility, it did operate on a lot of
It
stereotypes.
did. It has
Um
the you have to have the light skin slash mixed mom and the light skin slash mixed daughters, and all of the
mhm,
guys have to be darker than the women because God forbid dark skinned women exist.
exactly. And then the one dark skinned woman that does exist is seen as like the problem person,
Yeah.
Dejanay. So I don't know. It was a show that I think meant a lot to me as a kid, and it still does. Not to say that it doesn't, but it was a show that definitely had
Mhm.
issues. It had
Yeah.
problems, like
It
many
had, like,
shows.
these really good episodes, like, when they brought in, like, the Muslim characters, when they had the Kwanzaa episode, like, those are really good episodes, but then they also had, like, so many issues on top of that.
So many issues, so many problems.
Yes.
I am currently trying to make room in the top tier because the next one I know it's flying there. I would be shocked if it doesn't make it there.
I wonder what it is. Is this H2O, just add water?
It is not. No, it's not H2O. Just add water. Um, I'm trying to. What is the theme for that?
'Cause I'm no ordinary girl, I'm from the deep blue underworld. No?
Can't, I can't place it. I can't place it.
I think
The
I'm
only thing.
just, like, an Australian a fan of Australian TT shows.
I think you are, and I am too, like, I love, like, Janae King and, like, all that stuff, but I think H2O the only thing about H2O that I truly remember is that, like, "The condensation, Emma, there!" That's all I remember from it, like, they were I
Yarr!
"No, no, no." That is all I remember from that show, and that, like, the smallest amount of moisture, and they were turning back into mermaids.
And I'm
So,
thinking, like, does their own moisture not count? Like, when they have their period, are they just, like, in the bathroom for 7 days?
apparently so well, we don't know. They weren't gonna give us that extended cut of telling us what happens when they're
Yeah.
on their periods. Um, but oh my gosh, stop that right now. Okay. I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the
I know.
stream elements. I would never say that to you, bestie.
Except when you said it's so brave of me for being adorable.
Momo, you have said such worse things to me, and I let it roll off my
Like, I
back.
didn't mean them as insults.
I didn't mean that as an insult either. That truly is brave.
I just thought it was just I was just being myself.
Because the thing is, I don't think most people who went through an adorable phase are like upfront with that information either, to be fair. So I wasn't saying it like, oh, you're so brave.
I mean, just I thought, like, it was it's okay to say you went through an adorable phase if it's okay to go through, like, an emo phase.
It
Like,
absolutely is.
is it socially acceptable to go through an emo phase, but not an adorable phase?
It's socially acceptable to go through both. And it is also socially acceptable to, if you are, be embarrassed of both. But if you're not, then you do what you do. That's it. I don't care.
I think I
I
was like I don't know if I was proud of it, but I was okay with it.
I think that's what matters the most. That's the only person that it should matter to that you had an adorable phase and you liked it was you. Be it far beyond me, because I definitely made some
I had some
questionable
fire
choices.
outfits. One day we're gonna go through our Pinterests, our old parts of our Pinterests and just reveal all.
I'm sure I had a lot of adorable style trends that were on my Pinterest. Um, but the reason I was making room was for this
Oh, yeah.
gem. Thank you for being a friend. Travel down
Honestly
the road.
honestly, Bobby, I don't know if it's that cover that makes it go to the top or if it's the theme song, the original itself, but I can't separate the absolutely god tier cover from the original. So I do have to put it they did need to go that hard.
I think I have to agree. If nothing else, in memory of Betty White
Mhm.
and in memory of all the Golden Girls being together
What is
at the Golden Gates.
like
Amen.
the actual long form of the name Betty?
Bettina, I don't
Is
know.
it Beatrice?
Oh, maybe Beatrice. Actually, I don't know, because a lot of people whose names are Betty are just
I don't think it's
Betty.
Barbara or something like that. They
I
would
don't
say
think it
Barbie.
no, yeah, if it was Barbara, it would be Barbie or no, it wouldn't be Roberta because that would be actually, I think Roberta is like some weird derivative of Barbie because then you get Babs. I don't know.
Oh, it's like either Bethany or Elizabeth.
Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this is another classic one. I know that it'll probably end up in It Sure Is a Song, but I love a good classic cartoon, and I love a good Hanna-Barbera cartoon only because they made those shows on a budget of $10 and a ham sandwich, and I appreciate that. I really do.
I think it sure is a song because again, it falls into that oh my god, the Fairly Odd Parents type thing where it's like a
Mhm.
very good portrayal of the show, but like I think the show all in itself is like not god tier enough to boost it up higher.
I agree. I agree. I think it's a show
Mhm.
that kind of set the tone
Yeah.
for where cartoon theme songs could go, but wasn't quite like, it doesn't stand
It's on its
far ahead.
own two legs, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't stand too far ahead of shows that have come after it.
It walks
So
so others could run.
exactly. Flintstones meet
Meet
the
the
Flintstones.
Flintstones there.
Flintstone family
Yeah,
from the
they're
not a
prehistoric. I was like, "They're a super happy family." That's not right.
like that doesn't feel right.
That's
But you know
not
what?
correct.
That is not correct.
Uh,
Okay, no, overlay, don't do this to me. Please, just go to where you were. Thank you. Okay, it's gonna look like the Flintstones is in the, Anger Not a Bop section. Okay, there it goes. Sorry, it was taking me a second to get it together. Alright, this next one, I know that I don't think like this show, but
If it's a
we'll see.
vampire show, I'm not going to like it.
It is not there was only one vampire show
Okay.
because I knew my audience, but, this is another sitcom that I don't think you liked. I think you liked the other counterpart to it.
Uh, I don't remember. I always get The Office and Parks and Rec mixed up with the theme songs.
They're both, like, instrumental, but The Office is the "da-na-na, dun" it's like piano, "da-na-na, dun dun da-na-na-na,
Ah, okay.
da, dun, da." Yeah, that's The
I
Office.
always say
Da-da-da, da-da-da, yeah,
which is
that's
not
Parks and Rec.
correct. Um, like it's okay.
I agree that it sure is a song. I
Yeah.
don't think it's bad,
It's not bad.
but
It is not bad. I don't think it would be in good company for a volume down skip intro.
no, no, it's not
Like,
nearly
it's
as
a
awful.
song.
It's a song. It served the purpose of a mockumentary show about a paper
It did,
company.
which
It did
was
the
ridiculously successful for some reason.
I think it was just so bland, and I don't like, I say this as someone who liked The Office. It's just so, like, middle of the road, so I think a lot of people could really enjoy it. There's no barrier to entry with it.
Mm.
Next up, a show that Mama has said that she has not seen, but she should see it because it's really good.
How does the theme song go?
It is by Queen Latifah, and it is "We Are Living a Single, ooh, in the 90s kinda world. I'm glad I got my girl," and then it's a rap part that I can never remember, but that's the main part of it.
You know what
Very
I realized?
90s.
You know what I realized is always cut from like these shows that even though it should be here, Girlfriends is always cut.
That is so true because Girlfriends
Uh,
does have a good theme song.
Girlfriends, they're thick and thin.
My girlfriend, my girlfriends.
It's
We
never
always
included, which
we always had
it had its own issues because it was like go like now I don't know why I'm talking about Girlfriends, but I'm going to. It had its own issues, even though it was a group of like black girls, all being friends. First of all, they were all terrible friends to each other. Terrible.
absolutely
They should
horrible.
not have been
Yeah.
friends. um, it had the added issue of everyone was like a size 0, and it was
Mhm.
like in the bit of time, like in the early 2000s, where like stomachs were accessories. So everyone had a flat stomach. It was always shown to like the show, look, I have a flat stomach. For whatever reason, like Lynn's whole character was that she was half white, even though Tracy Ellis Ross was also half white and was playing a full black woman, and that was not an issue. Um, they covered the AIDS crisis terribly. It was actually offensive how they covered it. Um, they covered like gay rights very offensively as well.
Not it's a like a show that I remember
Yeah.
watching a lot with my mom and my aunt growing
Mhm.
up, and then you go back and revisit it, you're like, "Oh,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, that
Oh.
was ugh.
Oh,
Oh
bad." But it's still not I can't put down black women, but it could've been better.
could have been better. Tony was my favorite character because she was a dark skinned black woman and the only one there, and I hated how they made her be the like quote unquote mean one
She
when
just
they
knew what
were
she
all
wanted.
bad friends to each other. Like they were just all bad.
Are you talking about girlfriends because you haven't seen Living Single?
Yes, and also I now my brain just went like, oh, four girls together, girlfriends, my girlfriend. But Living Single, I don't have anything to say about it because I haven't seen it yet.
It definitely is either a banger or a bop, or
Mhm.
they didn't need to go that hard. It is just it's like I put the show and the song on the same level, so
Okay,
I would put it as a banger, not a bop.
okay,
It's very good though.
okay.
It is just be on the lookout this month when I really ruffle the feathers of Friends apologists when I say and make a video talking about how they stole the premise for Friends from Living Single. It's
Yes, it did.
really gonna get these people upset, but I don't care because it's true.
And I've seen Friends, and I'm just like, this show is just okay.
Just okay. Would not venture to say good, but just okay.
If you gave me a choice between Full House and Friends, I'm gonna watch Full House.
Yeah, and that's saying a lot because, like I said, Full House
Yeah.
on certain episodes, like loosey goosey
I would
at best.
rather watch 2 hours of the Full House Disney episode and then watch
On
like
repeat
an episode of Friends.
because they were all. You want to talk about friends who were awful to each other? All of those friends are terrible people. But anyways, that's not what we're talking about here.
We don't even have to deliberate.
You don't.
We
They
don't even
go
have to listen.
straight to. They didn't need to go that hard.
Straight to S tier because I can see into the future.
Future, future, future.
Life could be a breeze. Life
Life
is a
is a breeze.
seeing drama from a distance. Yeah,
Yeah. Go
but
Ray.
not that easy. It's not.
Oh no.
I wanted something, a situation. Then I end up misbehaving.
Misbehaving.
And I think there's a rap
Oh,
part I don't remember very well.
and it down. What you did down?
Yeah.
And take down. And the future looks great now. Everything's okay now. Just here we go. That's so
So
great.
right. It's the
It's a
future
future I can see.
that's so right.
And seriously.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, S tier.
We got it. We already know
Can't
that we are
possibly get DMCA struck. It can't
no,
possibly.
we are not singing this we're not singing this well. So there's no way.
There's no way.
We
I
might get
hope
struck
so
for
anyone
singing it
watching at home is also singing along.
yeah. Or if you're like, I haven't heard that one, go listen to the studio version.
Yeah.
It's much better. All right. Did it do it? I can't see. Should be the nanny.
It is the nanny.
Okay. I didn't know if it did it. But yeah, the nanny. The theme song.
The flashing girl from Flushing.
A nanny named Fran.
I forgot
This
how
is
it starts. I don't know how any of these start, but I do
it,
know how it ends.
She was working in a bridal shop in Flushing, Queens, till her boyfriend kicked her out. One of those crushing scenes. Dun, dun. Where
Well,
she to do? Where she to go? She was out on her fanny. Dun, dun, dun. Over the bridge to Flushing. Over
the
the bridge from Flushing
yeah, to the
to the
Sheffield store.
door.
She was there to sell makeup, but the father saw more. She had
She
style,
had
she had
time,
flair, she was
there. She
there,
was
and
there.
so she became
That's what became
the
the
nanny.
nanny.
Ooh, it's not a good describe. Was
Which is
exactly what the
exactly what
doctor
the doctor
prescribed.
prescribed.
Got the boyfriend super crying, but don't
What
see,
just see?
and the kids are actually smiling, still
She's
smiling.
wanna be,
She's
she's
the
the man
favorite when
when
everybody else
everybody
is
else is
around.
wearing tan. The fashion girl from Flushing.
But any named friend.
That didn't
Very
explain it.
difficult because there's like an audio delay between Bobby and I, so we're just like on two different parts of the song.
We absolutely are. But that's okay because I think we can agree that The Nanny,
S tier.
S tier. Absolutely S tier. S tier song and S tier show. Because I've gone back recently and rewatched the first few seasons of The Nanny, and it is still
Holds
it
up.
is
Also
it's
the fashion, my friends.
I don't mean to brag, except I absolutely do. But the costume designer, Miss Brenda Cooper, shout out to you, Brenda, follows me on TikTok and on Instagram.
Oh my god. Put that on your resume.
I am. That was a big moment for me. And I'm like, Brenda, did you see my video about the nanny? I love
Oh
you,
my god.
girly.
I
Love
am
her.
in 1 degree of Brenda Cooper. I am amazed.
Thank you.
Bobby, that is such an accomplishment.
Thank you. I am the most proud of that. I feel like I've accomplished a sizable amount as an influencer. That's what I'm most proud of. Got that follow from Brenda Cooper. She's amazing.
Do you happen to know who did oh my gosh. Do you happen to know who did the costuming for um Cinderella 1997?
I don't. I wonder if that was Mona May, maybe.
No. I just know that it was S tier costuming.
I feel like I've seen who did it, but I can't remember. It's either Mona May or Ellen Mironic?
Okay. I think
Ellen
she
Mir
also designed for Bridgerton. Am I right about that? Yes, she did.
Probably, yeah.
When I saw the
'Cause she
costuming for Bridgerton, I'm just like, this is the same person that did Cinderella 1997 because I know. I know it. I've seen that movie so many times. I know the
she
costuming.
she's also done, she did the costuming on Fatal Attraction,
I've
Wall
never seen
Street, Basic Instinct, A Perfect Murder, Wall Street, Money Never Sleeps, and Behind the Candelabra.
it. I've
She did
never
a
seen
lot of
it.
work days.
But I saw just a clip of Bridgerton and I was just like, this is the same costume designer. I would bet my life on it. And I was correct.
Makes sense. All right, Weekenders.
We already know.
We
We
already know.
already know.
We already know. One day we are gonna get Jason Marsden on this freaking
I
stream
think you
for the
should ask
way.
him, like, you're his bestie.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But we are kind of besties, so
Yeah.
I won't even try. But we already know this is S tier. Also, I forgot that this theme song was sung by Wayne Brady. I always forget.
Oh, yeah.
And
Now that
apparently
you
he
mentioned
like
it, I'm just like, that is Wayne Brady.
he co-wrote it too. I didn't know
How?
that.
I didn't know that. How
And
does
it's
it
crazy.
start again?
Uh the everybody's working and the world is getting crazy. It's
Back
sun,
to
hot. It's
the
time
time to
to
baby.
the weekend sun. I'm grabbing that. Grab your ball. Grab
Got
your bat.
that.
Over here.
But,
Something.
head to the beach. Better hip. It's not too late. That's what we like to do.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get it. It's an amazing song for an amazing show that is still not on Disney Plus. But what is on Disney Plus? Tiger Cruise.
Tiger Cruise.
Let's
Tiger Cruise is on
let's be
Disney
real.
Plus, but not The Weekenders. I'm
It's
pausing for a dramatic effect because that is absolutely ridiculous. Again, if you don't know, Tiger Cruise is the 9/11 drama porn Disney Disney Channel original movie.
it's sickening, really. It's
Yeah,
absolutely sickening. And we have to move on because it makes me sick to my stomach that I cannot watch The Weekenders
legally.
whenever I please, but I can go and watch Tiger Cruise whenever. Infuriating, infuriating. So we're gonna move on. We're also gonna move on because we've been at it for a while, and
Yeah.
we're getting close to the end. I only got
Oh,
5 left.
life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg.
Duckburg, race cars on aeroplanes. It's
It's
a
a Duckburg.
Duckburg song mystery. A
Or
rewrite
rewrite history, DuckTales.
tales.
Ooh.
Woo.
Yes. Oh damn. I would say this is like S tier for whatever reason. I think this goes so hard.
Esther is getting mighty full, but I don't care because this one also goes real, real hard. And also the rebooted version is pretty good too.
I think it's because it's like the Toon Disney where they put like half the budget in the theme song. Like
half
that's why.
half of the full budget is in just the theme song,
Yeah.
and they got every fucking penny back on that. Let me
Yeah.
tell
And
you.
somehow I did watch the show quite a lot. And I don't remember the duck that is supposed to be the sexy one, obviously. I don't remember him being in it.
The sexy man duck?
I think so.
You talking about Launchpad McQuack?
I guess so. I don't remember him in it, but I remember everyone else.
The like himbo duck.
I don't remember him.
Yeah, that's Launchpad McQuack.
I don't know why I don't remember him, but I genuinely remember like all the characters of Tailspin, which is a super forgotten Toon Disney like
How do you not remember
cartoon.
Launchpad, but you remember Tailspin? Wow.
Tailspin, oh hey oh, Tailspin. That
Oh
is such a
my.
deep cut. If anyone else remembers Tailspin, other than me and Bobby, get in the comments.
Get in the comments right now.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Next up, we have Rugrats. The Rugrats theme. Rugrats, this song, little fun fact, was composed by Mark Mothersbaugh, who was in the 80s group. Forgot it. Hold on. Give me a second. But he's now like a pretty like big song composer. And he does a lot of animated movies. And his tell, I can always tell a Mark Mothersbaugh uh, score is he uses a lot of mouth sounds. So he'll like use his voice as an instrument. That's really neat.
Interesting.
Hmm.
I'd
What
say
is
oh,
Devo? That's the name of the group. Devo.
I'd say this is a banger, not a bop.
I will take that. I will take that. I will absolutely take that. A banger, not a bop. But it is really good.
It
I really
is.
like it. I'm just a big fan of Mark Mothersbaugh. What can I say?
And
He's
apparently TiVo.
well, not Devo, but I just like Mark Mothersbaugh. That's it. I think they had like one song. It's like the correct that whip. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, do-do-do-do-do. That one.
I don't know 80s music.
Okay. Every time I'm like, I'm not questioning our friendship. I'm just wondering, how does it work? How do we make it work? We
I
somehow
think
do.
think again, I think this is like it sure is a song.
It's the SpongeBob theme song?
It's the same category as the Fairly Odd Parents, where it's like good for Nickelodeon. But we all know Disney has the better theme songs.
I have to put it at a banger, not a bop, because I think it's the same as Living Single. Like I said, it's the song is as good as the show. The song is like iconic. Like I can't say that it's just it sure is a song because Fairly Odd Parents, yeah, but SpongeBob was a show that was like, and I think SpongeBob is one of those shows you either like watched it and had a really big attachment to it, or you watched it and you were kind of just like blah on it.
I was
And
more
I
bland on it.
and
I
I
would just
can
watch something else.
I
But
can
yeah,
see.
I'll put it in a banger, not a bop.
Thank you. Cause I don't know, like I just really like the SpongeBob theme song. I think it's very fun. You listen to pineapple under the sea, SpongeBob SquarePants,
Absorbent
absorbent
and yellow and forest is he.
sea, SpongeBob SquarePants. His nautical nonsense be something you wish.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
And Plop, plop on the
Drop
deck
to,
and
drop to the deck and flop like a fish.
is it drop?
I thought it was
Or is
drop
it,
to the deck.
oh, it might be. I don't know. Drop to the deck and flop like a fish. All
SpongeBob.
right, here's your freaking mermaids. Clear.
H2O, just that water.
Emma, the condensation.
My favorite
Emma,
one was Clear because
clear.
a brunette is the closest I would ever get to a black girl in a show like this. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You're gonna look at me and you're gonna tell me that I'm wrong?
I'm laughing because you're right. I'm laughing because that is so funny. Because I remember having that thought process as a kid. I'm like, well, she's a brunette, so I guess it's close.
The closest I'm ever gonna get in a show like this.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. This one's all up to you, Bestie. This one is truly all up to you.
I honestly, I love the show.
Mhm.
I love the theme song, but I do think it actually had better insert music than the theme song. So I
Okay.
would put it a banger, not a bop.
I thought you were gonna say it sure is a song based on that, but okay.
Maybe
I
no,
would
sure the song can fit too. I just really love the show. I was a big mermaid person. I was just a
I
very fantastical child.
I definitely get that
Yeah,
vibe.
I was basically into everything except wizards and vampires. Just not my thing.
And then you just had the audacity to hate them too on top of that. I don't even like wizards like that,
I
but
don't hate actually I really love the magician, so I don't hate wizards. I just hate Harry Potter. Um and
which is fair.
and I just really always hated vampires. I don't know why.
Because deep down you hate me, and that's okay.
It just was never my thing. I was just into literally anything else but vampires.
Okay, rounding up on our last two.
Has to be Monk. Just kidding. Monk must be the last one then.
Monk is the last one.
Yeah. The
Big
Big
Bang.
Bang Theory.
This was a situation where the song was way better than the show.
I 100% agree.
Way better. Like, what is the name of the group? Is it Bare Naked Ladies?
Is it
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup?
No, I think it's Bare Naked Ladies.
Let's see. I think you're right.
Or either them or no. No, yeah, I think it is Bare Naked Ladies. Our
Oh, it is
whole
Bare Naked
universe
Ladies.
in
Yeah,
my
you're right.
heart is nearly 14 million. I thought it was either them or they might be giants because they sound the same. Um
Tuesday put the balls deep in the pyramids.
Pyramids,
Mad science, mystery,
science,
and
history, unraveling the mystery, and all started with the Big Bang Bang.
yeah, Bang You're Not a Bop.
I agree.
It goes
Absolutely.
hard. The show's not very good though.
No, the show is not good at all. And I say that as someone, I'm willing to be honest, and I've said this before on stream, but I was big into Big Bang Theory when it first came on. Like, had a Bazinga shirt into Big Bang Theory. It was a dark
Mm.
time in my life. I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, like I had an adorable phase. You had a Big Bang Theory phase.
One of those is objectively worse.
I don't know which one is, in your opinion.
The Big Bang Theory.
Okay, I was just double checking. I don't know.
No. I wouldn't have brought it up to be like, oh no, being adorable is way worse. No. But Big Bang Theory, objectively worse. Objectively worse. And then I got out of that dark place. Praise God.
My mom
Okay.
loved the show though. The show is not good.
So mid and fine.
Mom,
Rounding it up, we got Monk.
Monk with
Tony
"It's a
Shalhoub.
jungle out there."
That was the name of the theme song?
Yeah, it's a jungle out there. Poison. Oh, wait, hold on. How does it start? And jungle out there. Something something. I actually don't remember how it starts, but I just know it. There's like this whole part where it's like, oh fuck, how does it go?
You're a big fan, I can tell.
You know what's in the water that you drink? Well, I do. It's amazing. People think I'm crazy. I worry all the time. You paid attention, you'd be worried too. There's something, 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 because the ones you love so much might just kill you. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so, because it's a jungle out there. It's a jungle out, do, 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 do. Yeah. Um, so Monk was like this detective with OCD. Did it cover OCD? Um, and like even a little bit, I guess like nicely, not really. Actually, probably incredibly offensive. Tony Shalhoub, who is Lebanese, but in The Marvelous Miss Maisel, if you've watched that show, plays a Jewish man. That's
Yes. Yeah, it is odd.
it's very strange because there are definitely Jewish male actors in his age range in Hollywood. But he plays a Jewish man.
And
Not in this though. I think he just plays a white man here. Um,
he was also in the first Spy Kids and the second one.
I just know him as Monk, and I was like, oh my god, Adrian, what are you doing here?
He's
Um,
very good. I do like the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, but yeah, I can agree. I'm like,
it's the only the only problem I have with that show is just the oh my god, the number of non-Jewish actors playing Jewish people when there are Jewish actors in Hollywood is just very odd to me. And I think the main actress that plays Midge, was like asked, "Are you Jewish?" And she's like, "No, but I grew up around a lot of Jewish people." And I'm
I
like,
think
"That,
she may be Catholic. I
yeah,
can't remember. Rachel Brosnahan, that's the actress's name.
like, yeah, that's not good enough for this incredibly Jewish role." It's like it feels almost like, "Oh, I'm not black, but I grew up in the hood," kind of
Yeah,
answer, and it makes me kind of uncomfortable. But the show is
the
objectively
show's
good.
the show is good and it's returning for season 4 in February something or other. But it's been a year.
Um,
But yes, the show has its
ugh,
problems
ooh,
for
it's a
sure.
big problem.
Big problems.
But Monk, the theme song goes fucking hard. If I could remember all of it, where's Psych? It should go close to Psych. It's the same
Psych
level.
Psych what I can't even remember
Oh,
where it
Psych is a
is.
banger, not a bop. It's a banger, not a bop, for sure.
A banger not a bop and that closes out the first round of the ranking TV theme songs. Next
Mhm.
time, Bobby will make a bigger
Yeah,
tier list
we
with
probably
more
will have like
tiers.
maybe 30 or 40 songs.
Yeah, because 50's
It's
that's
a
a lot.
lot.
Um,
Also, this
next
doesn't
time
look
we
like 50, but it is.
yeah, it's 50. All right. Trying to arrange them. That's when I feel the number. But it's that I
But
think
yeah, that's our
we
show.
if we had another tier, I think this would be a lot neater.
Yes.
Um, but I am proud and happy that we ended up with some good picks and some good
I do.
places.
I agree as well. Wait,
I still
can we get like the monk on a banger, not a bops for the thumbnail?
yes, we can. There we go. Dun, dun, dun.
We should pause here for like 3 seconds to get a cute thumbnail. One, two, three. Okay, that's enough.
I just need multiple angles of me, you know?
Okay.
Um,
And you
but
stuck
yeah,
around this long. Thank you.
you're the best.
Yeah.
You're amazing.
And we'll be
Love you.
back on Saturday with another, what do we do on Saturdays? Roundtable roundup.
By that time, I think Momo and I will be delirious.
Oh, we will. We will
Because
be streaming so much. Not streaming, recording.
that will have been, I think, if you count tonight, which is 2 hours, we're doing 3 to 4 hours tomorrow, which is like five. Let's just count it. Let's just call it five. 5 to 6. Then add another 2 to 3. That's what, 8 to
Yeah.
10. And then another 2 to 3 hours. That'll be like hour 12 to 13 of streaming.
We will be delirious, but we will be here with Hi Ho.
So Hi Ho's gonna be carrying that Saturday stream. I already know it, and I believe in them.
All right. We'll see you next time. Oh, what we're doing next week? Next week is another episode of The Ranking. We're taking a
Yes,
tiny break from the tournament, our usual style, just for funsies, just like swishing it up a bit. So next week we
Black
will
History
have
Month. We shouldn't fight with
another.
each other.
Exactly. Next week we actually will have a game night, but the following week we will have the ranking Black TV, and it will be the girlfriend's first appearance on the show. Because
When
every
it
time it's
could
supposed to make an appearance, it doesn't,
it
but it
straight
will
up
definitely
doesn't.
be there.
Oh my gosh. It'll finally make its first appearance in however long, but
Absolutely.
that'd be fun.
But thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.